you didn't have to take a super mic deck on the bed. You only had to take a little mic deck.
For being foil or something?
They have their own minds.
Oh, that'd be a good way to get diamonds much cheaper.
Touch spells are wizard level divided by 2 plus 2.
I
think so? Or is it wizard level destiny?
Sir Goblin.
That's 8 touch rate. And then level 2
intelligence plus
which is only 5.
sure. Now what's your intelligence?
Plus 8. Okay.
Oh, never mind. Your first level is it?
On the second level.
Second level. Okay, so 5. Yeah.
Okay, and now we just double check meta magic. I guess so I think we can that.
It's meta magic.
No, I'm sorry.
Hmm,
magic
I'll read
initiate.
It doesn't do you extra grabs. It's you can cast that spell. Let's say for free. I don't remember if you can cast it outsiders.
Okay, that's why I have this, because of the last thing. You can also cast a spell using any spell slot you have. So that's why I have that.
Oh, never mind. For copying spells with this specifier, when you find a wizard spell of first level or higher, this is first level.
So can't touch them.
No, unfortunately not. Now, if your cantrips or ritual spells, I could copy it from my book, but there's a substitute.
I don't think so, no. Well, it makes sense to have a ritual cantrip.
No, it would not.
costs another 600-700 gold. Getting Slumber at +1 right? He is pretty happy about private. Although, I guess you could bring it up as one fucking chance to hear from him. So,
I mean, that's not bad. I can't take it.
okay. But if you could do two things.
They're not directly all related. I just made one and it kept making more.
So you've been reading my mind, huh?
Okay.
Hey, welcome to Friday Night D&D with DM Kalsto.
Happy Friday, everybody.
Yo.
Hello, everyone.
Like how I just took a giant mouthful of this bow bun right before we started. So, happy Friday. We are going to be picking up essentially on the first leg of our next part of this adventure. So, what I thought might be fun to do, just so you can get it recorded, and now that we have everyone kind of in one group, if everyone just kind of wants to very quickly kind of do a little, not a full bio, but, you know, just who your character is and just a few quick facts about yourself as we kind of head into this new part of the campaign. You guys can pick on yourselves.
Oh gosh, we're doing a character recap? That's what you want?
Just a little bit of info for, you know, someone brand new who might not be watching.
Okay. Good.
I'll go first.
Yeah, you go first.
I am playing a dragonborn paladin of the crown. My name is Sir Kirk Pent. I come from a modest town called Wyverlight with my my brother here, Tristan. We grew up in relative solitude, but
That's me.
found ourselves on this wacky adventure. Been having a bit of a rough time of it, but holding it together.
I guess you can popcorn now.
I suppose I find myself as Zoe, the fantastical wizard and healer of, or one of the main healers of the party. Always energetic and with a positive attitude. Just trying to keep everyone going.
Thank you, sir.
I'm playing Mist, the Dampier Monk Ranger Rogue.
Oh my god, I forgot that your title is 3 sentences.
It works perfectly fine.
I like how not one of you have mentioned what your power actually is.
Oops.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, those.
Oh, sure, yeah.
And now
You
that
wanna
that's
backtrack
been
on
Oh,
that?
right, the
mentioned,
whole reason we're here. Oops.
I don't remember the name of my power, but I remember everyone else's.
Yours is sense.
Yep.
Or is it scent?
And
Senses.
senses. Yeah. I can take a list of people in an area. And I have a little silly vampiric personality if I drink humanoid blood.
Just a little silly.
She's the
Yeah.
best.
Just a bit of a goofball that that is.
Uh, I play Dennis. He's just, for the longest time, he thought he was just a below average dude in a below average job doing somewhat average work. And he recently found himself in charge of leading these goobers on a goblin camp rescue mission, which turned out pretty well until it quickly wasn't. And then from there on, kind of just kept getting roped into being around these people, and it has been on the adventure with them. He has the magic runes of magic and prophecy, so he gets a lot of self-inflicted headaches, and he's still trying to come to terms with the fact that there's more to him than meets the eye.
That just leaves our famous farmer.
That would be
And
me.
for Goblin.
We
Spelled
got Goblin too.
AMHNN for a man has no name because he has amnesia. He's a farmer, and that's about all he knows is farming and ranch animals. But apparently, he also has an alter ego known as Hedge, who is a druid that shows up during times of crisis when a friend takes damage or he gets critically hit or loses half his health. And he's also found he has the power over cellular regeneration and alteration, basically. His body will just unconsciously adapt to situations such as gaining low light. He's a human, but he'll gain low light vision or grow gills or things like that. So he still doesn't know who he is or how he got these abilities.
All right, Goblin.
Yes. I
Tell
was
us
in the
about yourself.
bathroom for the first half of this. What the fuck is going on?
We are doing brief character intros.
Tell us all about Goblin in 10 seconds.
Including powers.
Goblin is a little goofy guy who lived in a cave, who no longer lives in a cave. He's got the mind powers. He's got a cool knife. Does rogue stuff.
It's a good guy. Good guy.
He feeds Tristan ball bearings.
He does feed me ball bearings. Which leads me, I'm Tristan. I have metal powers. I can turn into metal. I can do things with metal things. Oh, and I have restoration powers. So when I get hurt, which happens a lot, I can kind of heal, but not really. Curve's human brother. Mostly hit things on good days.
I think you're
That's about
forgetting
it.
about a third of your things there, buddy.
Which one?
You have 3 powers.
Oh yeah, see, now I'm role playing as Tristan. See what I did there? Technically, I have a third power that is enhancement, but I keep forgetting because no one told me about it for the longest time, and so I never remember I have it. Ta-da! All right. So, with that, while I calculate some of your expenditures as you come in, so let's get you guys on the map real quick. You pick up on your journey on your keenly negotiated contract to have someone sponsor this journey of yours to go find these artifacts. So I've put you on the eastern coast. Did you guys decide which way you wanted to fly?
Why can I drag this token? I just clicked and I started dragging.
Because it's just a token. It's not an NPC. I have an NPC token for it, but If I get that out, you're going to be really worried.
Well, I think we were Slumber. Did you think on if you wanted to amulet from the sky and do that risk or not?
I was going to do it when we got closer.
So probably approach the east side and then start figuring it out.
Yeah.
Actually, Goblin's our leader. Goblin, what are we doing?
What do you mean?
Well, we're approaching Karis. What are we doing?
There's a map and a token. We have to pick the way we're going to fly to get to the jungle.
Is a direct line not like legal around here? Like, what's the deal?
Well, I was thinking if there are dragons, they're probably going to be more inland, right? Unless they're eating fish.
Are like
Yeah, shortest distance and
airships
all that.
natural predators, dragons, or something?
Do you
So-
want to be in an airship when dragons attack?
Do dragons attack airships on sight? Like, what is going on here?
Maybe.
From what you would know. So the reason you don't cut directly across here, you can. This is no man's land. On the other part of the land, you have to cross over to kind of keep going straight. It's a little bit hostile, and it's also has some bandits. Your characters have been there previously. So you can probably not go through there or go over these. It's kind of hard. This would be the only way you could go through. It is a bit dangerous, though. You can go down and around. You do know that there are dragons in these mountain ranges by the jungle. So it's really hard to kind of say. But totally up to you which way you want to go.
I guess I would ask the others what they wanted to do because I still don't understand. Are we like hugging the ground here?
We can fly to any elevation we want. It's up to us what we do.
We're in an airship.
Right.
Are there airship bandits?
Which part?
Going over no man's land.
No, but there's cannons. And there are actually bandits that attack there. You've been there and been attacked by bandits there on other campaigns.
But do they attack things 1,000 feet in the air?
The area between that is called the Black Sands.
I think it's better to go on the coastline then. It sounds like the hints I'm picking up from the DM are don't do that unless you want to take damage.
I guess.
We do have a kind of cool airship, though, just saying.
And we're gonna
You want to
show
take
it
out
off.
Dad's car and come back with a scuff? Yeah, that leaves a good impression.
You don't know what the things I did to my dad's car.
I sure don't. Do you want to share?
I crashed it.
I crashed my dad's car too.
Are we doing the northern route or the southern route? We also, so once we get to near the jungle, we don't know specifically where this thing is right now. So I think Slumber's idea was to basically, as we got close to the jungle, start looking with the amulet.
Yeah, we can go the southern route.
All right, so while we calculate just the time it takes them to travel as you're doing this last little bit, I think there's a few things we needed to roll for. So let's start. Was there anything you wanted to do during this 2-week period of time? Anything you were working on?
Just Scrimshaw taking care of the animals that we have with us. Say he's a pretty simple guy.
That's right. We have a cow.
Oh, goat.
Disclose. Oh, it's a goat. Correct. 2 goats or 1 goat? I thought we ended up getting a cow instead because we forgot to not get the goat.
Someone else reminded me.
Oh, do we have a goat and a cow then, or just a?
Just a goat.
Aw, fine. You'd have your goat. All right. So he does that. Dennis.
We have a very anemic goat.
Okay, let me roll up the list.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
I pulled my pizza out of the oven.
Hell
Nice.
yeah. A
Did you
goblin
bring
with
enough
pizza.
for everybody?
I brought enough for everybody to mind their business.
And my pizza's greater than your pizza.
That's going to cost you
It
exactly
sure
one.
fucking is.
That pizza looked delicious, by the way.
I can't look at Bradley's food anymore. Just makes me hungry.
It's unhealthy. Increases your appetite by like 16% every glance.
Are you probably bumping your list?
What?
I was talking to.
Yeah. That's a bump, so you can just quick click it.
Mhm.
Because you said my name, and then everything went quiet, and I'm like, okay.
No, I said, what do you want to do? You tell me.
Oh,
I'm not waiting.
oh,
I'm not telling you
I-
what I want to do.
I did not hear that part. I just heard Dennis and then silence.
Mm-mm.
Well, I asked Tristan and Kerf if I could join them on their training, so I'm going to. My goal with this is to more or less try to predict the entire training session so I can just dodge everything they try to throw at me. That is my first goal. It's a big goal. It's a big stretch. I'm trying to see just how hard that would be, more or less.
Sure.
You
Um, we'll say because during this journey, Tristan cuts his training back by half while he does his reading stuff. He still trains enough for more than you probably end up training from a physical standpoint still. Kerf, what do you do for your stuff? Because you do your normal training, but what do you do for your other half?
I need people to get like blast me with stuff.
Do you want to get hit?
So,
You have a
Mhm.
Zoe, do you want to train with me?
Oh, sure. What do you need?
Can you blast me with like, do you have a cold damage?
Mm, I mean, I could throw ice at you.
Lightning? Anything will work.
I thought you wanted to make puppies.
I can do fire and I can do water.
Okay, well, I'm pretty good at fire already. Ice? Do you have ice?
I can throw ice.
I suppose that works.
I thought you were working on your illusions.
She's going to be very busy these 2 weeks.
Why don't you just have the wizard?
Yeah,
Up
the
with
person who's
Kerf.
already
Zoe is a
trained-
wizard.
Yeah, but why not the wizard who's already training with you and taking time with you? Why wouldn't you just ask him to hit you back?
I guess that works too.
Zoe has her own moon projects to
You know,
work on.
I'm not
Well,
used to
she
seeing
has
you
to work
like.
on those during the night, anyways.
That
It's
is
not
true.
like she could work on those during the day.
But we
tell me
only
just
train
throw
at night
swords
also.
at people?
Well, I guess we can train more though. That is a good point because we can't really do much on the ship. We don't have anywhere to go. No, it's fair. You probably could work both in. That's a lot of damage to take though.
Well, I've picked up a few new tricks. Do you want to know what it feels like to be really old?
No.
Okay.
Kerf, do you have any string?
Uh,
Never mind, I'll just go ask Goblin.
yes, I do have string.
God, I'll take it all. He just like runs off, grabs some nails, and like goes and finds a room and shuts the door.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I think the best that we could do for elemental resistance building is literally just make like a bunch of ice cubes and throw.
Okay, so what's your biggest output that you can do? Do you not have any damaging spells? Like cantrips?
I have Sacred Flame and Eldritch Blast, so radiant and force damage. So if she wants Zoe to help her, then and specifically with ice, her solution would be to freeze some water and then throw it.
You have
But,
enough time, just because we're literally on an airship with nothing to do for days and days and days. So you could do that because you can't do your personal training till night anyways, because you need it to be the moon.
Yeah, she does have other things she wants to do during the day as well, but
That's fine. Okay, so what I'll do first. So, Dennis, for your getting punched in the face training.
Dodging training. I'm trying to learn how to
Sure.
dodge.
You call
Yeah,
it
we'll
what
call it
you
that.
call it. I'll call it. We'll call it what we call it. So I need you to roll a D100 first. So as you do the physical training with them.
No.
Kerf, D100. Oh, this is the most painful thing. Interest in D100.
I believe I was training with them as well.
Oh, you want to punch Dennis too? Sure, go for it.
I mean, not exclusively Dennis, Kerf, and Tristan.
Oh.
it's going to be a 2v2.
So, interestingly enough, as you guys kind of go over this, and you make some progress, you learn a lot more. You haven't quite picked up anything else. However, Tristan basically stops training after maybe the first 3 nights and just doesn't really show up anymore. He just remains in that room.
Oh,
He
that's
rolled a
concerning.
99.
Oh no.
Sorry, buddy. So you can continue training with them. It does help build up towards your abilities and things like that. But no immediate appearance of anything. It could potentially bring something that triggers up during an actual combat, but you never know. You still have more time to train on stuff though. Kerf, what are we getting blasted with? Did we determine?
Old.
If Dennis tells me he can help me out with that,
I can help
better
you
than
with
Zoe
any
can?
damage type you want,
yeah,
basically.
we'll do that instead. Sorry, Zoe. Thanks for offering.
It's absolutely fine. Good luck.
Let's practice cold first.
Okay, I'm gonna need you to let me... Alright. I'm gonna need you to let me hit you with this. It's gonna hurt.
Oh, actually, you know what? There was some things that we could do for cold.
Sure, just both of you fire.
Yeah, so I'm going to during this time I would have inscribed down that witch bolt scroll I got, and I'm gonna hit her with a cold witch bolt.
I completely forgot I had this. Granted, that would have hurt, but
So this lasts a minute. It's a D12. Do you want me to just roll like 10 D12s on you? How are we going about this for your safety?
Just hit me once, dude. What the heck?
It's witch bolt. It's a continuous. I can keep doing it. Do you not want to see how much your body can take?
Okay, well, sure. Start rolling.
You can always cancel it out.
Yeah, I can stop it at any time. So all you have to do is yell "Uncle."
Okay.
How do I target you? I'm just gonna drop. Okay, so I guess just tell me when to stop.
As he's doing this, I'm trying to quickly use that preparation I do during the mornings to shift the color of my scales just a tiny bit to become resistant and better shrug off these heads.
Sure, roll a D100. Just starting to get really, really cold.
7.
that one's pretty good.
It takes you a couple of minutes as you sit there and you start to kind of get used to it and hold. You get it. You can't maintain it for a really long period of time. So essentially what this equates to for the short term, you can use a reaction to make yourself resistant to cold for 1 minute.
Sweet.
But yeah, so you do that. That's the culmination of many days of being frozen over and cold.
Okay.
We
feel
should practice
yourself back.
poison. The jungle,
Sure.
shouldn't we?
I mean, I can.
Oh well.
Can we retcon cold and practice poison instead?
No.
Nope. You did cold. I already
Okay.
made it sound chilly. You could
Call me.
probably do one more over the course of that because it could take, you could do another one potentially. Missed.
Yes.
Roll for yours. First roll. Roll. We're gonna roll con saves until we end up failing, but just roll one con save right now.
Alright. Oof.
Ooh. Roll a d100.
Yep. Hey,
Oh.
that's great.
You try to like quicken this process up so you could do it almost more instinctually. Almost if you had to put a name on it, you might call it like a bonus action as opposed to an action.
Mm.
But the strain on your eyes from just doing so much, you almost like get a day where you just like almost just kick it back and rest your eyes because your eyes hurt that badly from just a day of training alone.
Yeah.
Ooh, week one kind of hurts. Goblin, you had some fun stuff, right?
I always have fun stuff. What kind of question is
Let's
that?
see. So for your mind powers, what comes to mind when you think of your mind powers of what you have so far? Like, how do you think of your powers?
Well, I was gonna say I was gonna try to like tap into other people's minds, probably.
Sure.
Try to glean surface thoughts off of people. See how that goes.
Who do we want to pick on first? We'll let you pick on 3 people for this training.
Fucking
You got the 8 crew members, you got the captain, you got the financier guy who's with us, and then all of the
Oh,
party.
I wouldn't go anybody. I wouldn't pick anybody that's not a part of the party.
You just tell me who.
Dennis, Mist, Zoe.
All right.
Okay, I'm thinking of a number.
Oh, I'm not
No, he's
doing
not
this
telling you.
publicly.
Yeah, he's not telling us. That would defeat the
Alright.
purpose.
As you go up to Dennis, during one of his random trainings, roll a d100. Not bad, not bad. Dennis,
seen
let's
worse.
say this is during getting punched in the face training. What does he hear? What are you thinking about?
He sees a picture of my dad doing the same thing.
Jesus.
Ouch. Did someone turn off the lights? It got dark real quick. All right. Who is next?
Mist.
All right, another d100. It's not too bad. Mist is a little bit harder to read for some reason. That are just very much the same demeanor as Mist herself. Get little bits though. Who's your last person?
Zoe.
So,
One more d100.
Oh my god.
Zoe's mind is like a fortress.
An enigma.
You just see like moonlight, and just like happiness.
Yeah, that seems about right.
All right. For the culmination, you did really good, okay, and really bad. Roll one more d100 to see what Goblin has learned. You feel like you could probably do this for a short burst of time. So you could probably detect thoughts for about 10 minutes at this point reliably.
I'm just imagining when he goes to read Zoe's mind, the hat just like tips up a bit and like Silver looks out and he's just not sure whose head he's looking at.
I'm just glad he didn't pick me. And I need more string, Curve. Do you have any other colors of string? Never
You
mind.
took all my string. I'm out.
We'll order some when we get to our next stop. It's okay.
What are you making in there?
Nothing.
That's none of
Press
your
the door.
business.
Zoe,
He's losing it.
All
for
right.
your training,
Mm-hmm.
tell us what you want to do for the first
So-
part of your moon illusions.
Well, Zoe has a few things she wants to work on. During the night, she's definitely going to be working on basically sculpting Moonlight. She's going to start off with the basics, just trying to actually shape it into like some basic shapes, squares, circles, that kind of thing. After that, if she can get the hang of that, she's going to move on to more complex shapes, like a fox, for example. And if she can get that down, she's going to move on to animation. So actually having it move.
Sure. So for your first week, go ahead, roll your D100 as you train in your Moonlight images. Not bad. You probably get to the level where if the moon is out, you could probably reliably use the minor illusion cantrip, so long as you have Moonlight available.
Okay.
What else were you doing on the first week?
So during the day, overhearing Goblin kind of working on his Elvish, she's gonna kind of drop by. Hey, what you doing? Goblin?
Sorry, I was cutting my pizza. What's up?
During the day when you're working on like practicing your Elvish, Zoe kind of stops by and it's like, "Hey, what you doing?
Learning.
What you learning?" She kind of like moves over and kind of peeks over at the book you're reading.
It's a book to help me learn Elvish.
She kind of has a bit of a reminiscent smile. My master was Elvish, though she often spoke Sylvan. Come to think of it, I don't actually remember how to speak Elvish. Would you mind if I joined you?
I would say why not.
She does a happy bounce and a clap, and will take a seat down beside him, and is gonna work with him, trying to also learn some of the basics of Elvish, or relearn it more accurately.
One thing that's funny that you notice this, Goblin, as you start to read this book that teaches you Elvish, after about 15 minutes, this is pretty damn easy. This all makes sense. You still can't quite speak it necessarily as elegantly, but reading it and writing it, it seems pretty straightforward.
It's all coming together now.
Akin to, one might say, comprehend languages, I assume?
No, just like he comprehended this very easily.
I comprehended it with my gigantic brain.
This man has 20 int.
I have 18 right now, thank you.
He's not to 20 yet. But yeah, no, he just kind of picks it up really quickly.
You gotta raid a library, then you'll be 25.
Be careful what you wish
First library we see.
Okay. So, second week, more of the same.
And then
what do you
I
got?
would have identified that staff we found in the haunted house.
Yes.
In that first week as well.
Who's got it on their inventory?
I don't think it was given to me, but I picked it up.
Gave it to somebody.
Okay,
It's not
got something he's going to
mine.
work on too.
What you got?
So as the week's kind of going on, of course, he's getting bored, and he starts thinking about how he was using like his healing abilities to keep. Was it Tristan that I was using it on, or
Yeah, you were putting your hands in
working with that.
slime
So
and healing
he's trying to work on that and thinking about it. If not just healing, how noticing his body adapts and changes. He's going to try to see if he can cellularly adjust or manipulate the goat to get it pregnant, not himself, using just like a spontaneous
an immaculate conception.
Yeah, an immaculate goat conception.
What?
You know what?
What?
Animal husbandry. think about how he could
No.
with what he
No,
could
no,
do
we're-
with this.
We're laughing at the fact that you're trying to make goat Jesus.
No, just the part that I'm trying to explain is there's like, so you're going to screw the goat? It's like, no.
No.
Hold on. No,
However,
none
if
of
this
this
doesn't
no.
work, he can change into basic animals. So he could become a goat and see what happens.
Please don't. Please don't.
He's
Hold
trying
on,
not
Kate.
to
Let
do
him
that.
let him cook.
He's
Roll
already-
D100.
He's already spoken. The D100 has been rolled, and we're about to get another one.
Hey guys, when did we get 2 goats?
So that's what he's
That's
working
gonna-
on.
Be a very unhealthy goat.
D100. D100.
I need to roll one, or did you? Because I
You-
saw you,
You need to
one.
roll one.
Oh no, I was rolling for something else.
Wait, hang on. Do we have anybody in chat? No, we don't. I don't even want to know. It's gonna be a secret.
Guess we'll find out in a couple months. All right.
Ooh.
Week 2.
So what was the staff?
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
staff?
Someone has it. I gave it to somebody, but I can't find it.
It's not in my inventory.
Check hedge.
It would be.
Probably
I don't
Dennis.
believe. Let me-
No, it's not in me.
It'd be
'cause I never
unidentified.
touched it.
Wondering
I
how.
just got a normal quarterstaff.
Maybe I didn't. I thought they did.
Is it in the party sheet?
Nope, I haven't really used it yet. I don't think.
I think he just told us. I don't remember anything being added to anyone.
Totally possible. Let's see. All right. Let's grab it. Do. Magical staff. All right, so you lay it on the deck of the ship, kind of get your ritual ready.
Oh no, I can.
Or do you do?
Well, I can. As a scribe, I can cast it as a ritual for free in the normal casting time once a day. So I just do that. No big spectacle. I just go out and I cast.
You still have to do it as a ritual, so you still have to make the circle. You just do it quick. So you make
Oh,
a circle
okay.
for the staff. It is a staff of healing. This staff has 10 charges. While holding it, you can use an action to expend 1 or more of its charges to cast one of the following spells from it, using your spell save DC and spellcasting ability modifier. Cure Wounds, 1 charge per spell level, up to 4th. Lesser Restoration, 2 charges, or Mass Cure Wounds, 5 charges. The staff regains 1d6 plus 4 expended charges daily at dawn. When you expend the last charge, roll a d20, and I think we all know what happens if you roll a 1.
Don't
You won the
roll a
game?
1.
Hey Zoe,
Yeah?
you're gonna want to use this.
What'd you say?
It's a staff of healing.
Just gonna give an Arcana check. See if she's familiar with these at all.
It's a staff of healing.
Yeah, but if she... So,
You've never heard of a staff of healing before. You've heard of like staffs that cast spells, but never one that does restoration.
Wow, thank you.
Yeah. I know you've been complaining about not having enough. It just seems like a great find.
This will be very helpful.
Did we pick up anything else interesting?
I didn't take any of his notebooks. No, I should have.
Oh, don't worry. I have all of them.
Except one, I think. Who's got the black book?
No, I took that as well.
Well, Goblin had that one. He never didn't have it in the pile.
Do you mean the black book that the key was in?
Yeah, but there was 2 circles in that book. We only pulled 1 out.
Yeah, I still have that one.
Yeah, so there's that book that was bound, still had 1 circle in it that was similar to the one we reached into and pulled the key out of.
Yeah, I know. There's a reason I've ever.
You know what I'm just saying to everybody? Just making sure no one forgot about it. It's not like it's going to take your hand off again.
I did have the nasty book that made me make saving throws.
All right. Roll through this quickly. Zoe, Moon Power, second week, D100, go.
For some reason, I was going to my actions tab to look for a D100.
Okay. You continue working on it. You're able to do like small animations with the minor illusion, but it's still just a very small area. But you're able to kind of work on it and do it reliably. Dennis, what was your second week?
Um,
Or did you want to do that other? You can do that other thing too. I won't take your whole week for that.
yeah, I think I might as well reach for the stars, right?
Sure.
I want to see if I can spot how Strix does his magic training, so I can copy anything from him.
Sure. Roll a D100 as you try to focus and see what Strix is kind of
Oh
up
my
to.
god, I can't roll
Hold on.
well.
Let me roll though. You never know. He's just like try to focus. I don't know why. It's a lot easier to do this with other people. It's almost like he doesn't think of himself as that. But yeah, nada. But what do you want to do for your training? That was more the freebie one.
I think Kerf, am I actually making any progress? I really don't feel like I'm making any progress.
You know, you've been training for what, a week? You're not going to see much progress. Just keep at it. You'll get it eventually. What are you working on? Besides the whole getting punched thing.
I'm trying to predict where you're gonna punch and not be in the way.
Oh, also for the two of you, none of you have seen Tristan other than for like grabbing food and running back into that room in like a week.
I'm getting
He
stressed.
doesn't train anymore, doesn't come out and talk to anyone anymore.
So we would definitely stop by and at least try and check in on him, make sure he's okay. Even if he doesn't like let her in the room, like knock on the
Chelsea.
door, just kind of periodically check in.
Yep, he just continues working on what he's working on. Yeah.
I guess the only difference I'll make to this training session is I am going to manifest Sir Percival and have him and try to see if him giving like call outs like what he did with the crossbow when he told me to like look out and I cast shield and that's how he flavored it. I'm gonna see if having him give me pointers is gonna assist me in this training at all. So
You know, you
basically,
can-
I'm
Sure.
giving myself a mentor to help fight you.
It's actually fun. So as this training's kind of happening anyways, you go and you get hit. He's like, right shoulder. Like after you get hit in the right shoulder. Like you should be avoiding more of these.
She's big and tall and scary, okay? It's freaking me out. Hey, Curve,
Yes?
you grew up around a lot of wizards, right? I say as like you hit me in the face, like as you're helping me up.
Yeah, you could say that.
Did they ever tell you like tips and tricks of how they trained at all? Because the only one I really knew was Risa, but we didn't talk too much.
I never really saw Mother training per se. She had a modest wizarding school for the kobolds who showed promise, but I was mostly around Strix, and he didn't train. He just does his research and comes up with whatever spells he wants. Hey, you know what? Come on, we're taking a break. Come with me.
Mm, sure.
I am going to go to Tristan's crazy corkboard room, whatever he's doing. I don't knock. I just bang. I barge in.
Awfully quiet for a room that you just barged into.
Oh, no, I'm muted. I said it is locked.
You see, like Zoe is like just left there after a checkup or check-in.
Not on
Is
this
it-
occurrence,
It-
I would say.
Is there a window or a
mean, not
keyhole on
inside the
this
room,
door?
Hold on, one at a time. Who's doing that to the what?
I do the annoying thing that kids do when you don't open the car door fast enough, where they just kind of yank on the door handle until somebody opens it.
Okay, so it's a really shitty lock. It's not something we would spend money. Really cool ship, but like the cabin door, it just you jiggle it enough and it just like vibrates it enough to unlock it. He's passed out, just blacked out on the floor, like just completely unconscious, and you just look, and he's got like the biggest string chart conspiracy setup you've ever seen, with like pictures and dates and like names of places, like all over this room. Dennis,
Yeah.
as you like are sitting here, you just look at this chaos. Roll a D100.
Yeah.
You don't know why, but as you walk into like this chaos, it all kind of makes sense and clicks for a minute. And like you're just seeing the lines connecting, the dots back, forth.
Oh.
The missing piece it makes sense now. And you are now able to give yourself essentially a defensive form for 1 minute. As one of your tier what would this be? That would be a tier 2 ability because it's a lasting ability, even though you can't use the magic components yet.
Okay.
That gives enemies disadvantage on attacks against you.
Oh. Okay.
For
a
one whole minute.
And that's once a day.
It would be your tier 2 right now. What's your int mod?
My int mod is 3.
So up to 3 times a day because you don't have any other tier 2s.
Okay.
So the more stuff you learn, you're starting to get to like where you're gonna have to pick and choose. So like Tristan, to like me to abuse my like magnetic cantrips more or less to kind of move you guys in armor, I had to expend higher level points. So if you do cool stuff, you won't have the availability to do everything, but it's still cooler shit you could do.
Okay. Oh.
But yeah, so you just see the craziness. You kind of have this epiphany, and Tristan's passed out on the floor.
Can I throw him overboard? Can we just? You won't tell, right?
No. Look, no. You see over here, the Battle of this state.
Oh, not you
Okay.
two.
No. This man, he was cooking on some really complex stuff. Wait, where? I'm gonna pick up the book that he fell asleep on and start going through it, and I'm gonna continue his corkboard.
As you look through it, it's weird. He's got all these different notes and pages all over there. Just roll an intelligence check.
Okay.
Okay, hold on one second. So,
Oh man, I know
The-
nothing about what he's actually doing.
no, I know. So it's like this history book. It's about this Eastern continent you don't know really a whole lot about. You do know that there was some Arcadian expeditions over there at some point in the past, but nothing really over at this point. You do know humans live over there, though. However, it seems he's doing research on specifically a place called Black Spire Keep within the Kingdom of Greymarch on that continent.
Oh,
And also, he's been doing a lot of research on people from a family with the surname of Dreadwood.
Black Spire.
Because you rolled so well, where he left off, I'm going to send you a whisper. Actually, yeah, I could do it. Hold on. Need more screens.
Never mentioned anything about Black Spire's Peak. Grey March?
Is that what this is about? For God's sake.
Yeah, lots of in-depth history about these people.
should figure this would happen.
What do you mean?
I'm just kind of running my hands over my face. I'm gonna pick him up, throw him over my shoulder.
I want to
Hold on one
prophecy
sec.
to
Hold
see.
on. Hold on one sec.
I need to tell you where you left off in the book. Wait, Kirsch, you can only hear this. uh, one of the Greymane descendants was a famous warrior who had
Dreadwin.
the
Grey
power.
means Grey March is the kingdom.
Uh,
Blackspire's the location, and Dreadwin is the family.
It says here one of the Dreadwinds, 2 generations back. Really strong warrior with the power to turn and control metal on a large scale. And I just kind of look Kerf in the eyes. What's going on?
Doesn't have to mean anything.
It doesn't mean nothing.
I don't want to talk about it. You can ask him about it.
I'm gonna prophecy. What are you hiding from me? I want to see that moment. Can I?
Keep
know,
muting.
man.
I have no idea why my thing keeps muting. Yes, roll a D100. Sure, you can see it.
Okay, when I'm being a nosy bastard, I can do whatever I want.
He
Top,
sees
what are
me
you gonna ask
hand
first?
Tristan a letter, I guess.
Yeah.
A letter? What'd you give him?
So you see basically Kerf give the letter. Tristan kind of looks at it, reads it, kind of looks a bit puzzled, then kind of goes off to read it on his own, but looks a little bit troubled.
Where'd you even get that letter?
What was that nice fella's name that visited us? In the house?
Sykes?
Sykes.
Well, I can't say he doesn't have any merit anymore.
He's putting worms in his head. I don't like it.
You're not actually going to throw him overboard, are you?
No. Want to,
But
though.
just, his bed's right there. Just drop him in it.
No, he's not going to stay in this crazy room. It's not for now. He'll come back when he wakes up, but he needs a meal and a break.
Okay.
So, just so we can get you in the jungle sooner than later.
We still have we're not done with our bits. We still have bits to do.
What?
Oh, you got
With
your
horses.
bits? Fine, go with your bits.
Huh?
Oh, Dennis, we're
bits?
done here.
Nice.
We're done here?
We're done here. Sorry, training's over.
Oh. Okay.
I deposit Tristan in a bunk and I go like skulking off. And I think I have a bag of holding and bad habits are gonna start rearing their head. I spend
Steal the
the rest
silverware.
I spend the rest of the day scouring for loose nuts and bolts and silverware and socks.
Roll a sleight of hand check. Roll a D100. I see. First D100 is for Sid. Second D100 is for Draven. We'll get to Kerf last. How about that?
I'm not done with my bit.
Oh, keep going.
After I have a modest collection, I will bring it all to Goblin.
Well, you don't get quite that far. Because as you're loading up your bag, you just hear someone behind you, oh, we should get some of those. Those are probably worth more.
Yeah, I go completely stiff. If I hold still, they can't see me.
You do
That's
know
pride.
that doesn't work on humans, right?
I slowly turn around.
It's Sid.
Do you mind? I'm busy.
I see that. Starting a horde, are we?
I told my colony that I would continue to gather trinkets for them on my travels.
I see. Well, by all means, if that's your main goal in life, then please. And he'll go and he takes the two things he pointed out and he puts them in their bag for you. Who am I to stop you?
I'm stress holding, okay? Leave me alone.
He just kind of smiles and he just walks away. Caught in the act.
I go to Goblin.
Ugh.
I dump this pile of garbage in front of you.
I look up from my papers.
My eyes are just completely blown. I hold up a fork. Yes?
Is there a problem?
No? Come on, yes or no?
Hold on. I'm
Yes.
sorry.
Okay, good. I put it in the bag. Hold up a sock.
No.
I toss it behind me. Hold up a nice long screw.
He eyes it carefully. Yes.
Forward. Nice. Bag. This goes on until you stop me. Or until my pile depletes.
Is there a reason you came to me with this?
I blink for a moment like the question confuses me.
I'm gonna try and read her surface level thoughts.
Ooh. You go ahead, activate your ability. You could easily do it.
What's going on in there, Kate?
You see Kerfer valiantly returning home from a day in the market with trinkets, and she shows her colony of kobolds all of the trinkets, and they decide if it's a good trinket or a bad trinket, and together they put the good trinkets in the hoard. It's a beautiful hoard.
What happens to the bad trinkets?
Do we have a bad hoard? I think they just get thrown away.
There's no
Eat
such
'em.
thing as bad trinkets. They're all good trinkets. Or we
They
eat
just
them.
go in a different pile.
Or we eat them.
Goblin's gonna, put his hand, over his face. He's like nodding. He's like, I think I understand.
Understand what?
Just collecting shiny things.
Yeah.
I don't think I've seen you do it this aggressively before. Is there something going on?
I haven't had a bag of holding before.
Are you gonna do this like for like the weeks at a time?
No.
Uh-huh.
No, it's just it's I'll calm down. You're right. I need to save my collection more. This is just this is not how you do it. You're right.
You've got to collect, the big and the shiny, Curve.
Mm.
You come back with a bunch of screws, nuts, and bolts. Come on. What, a fork?
Well, it's a nice fork. It's nicely polished.
Goblin crosses his arms.
What? You said yes.
Listen, you got to think bigger here.
Okay.
I'll have to get back to you on what that means exactly, but
All right.
could you help me with something?
Sure.
I've been attempting to read into people's minds a little bit to see how that goes, and it's hit or miss.
Wait, you can read
Um,
minds.
it's hit or
Wait,
miss.
Are you reading my mind right now?
No, don't worry. Kerf, listen.
Right.
I'm trying to glean through the surface level thoughts. I want to be able to. Well, pick your brain seems like the wrong thing to say here specifically because of what I'm about to ask you. But, probe your mind, really. I'm wondering if this knife, and he's gonna like hold the knife out, and he's like, I just, I'm wondering if, poking you with it might connect me, to you mentally, since I can control it,
How hard of a poke are we talking here?
I mean, we could work it out, workshop it. I didn't expect it to just stab you on the first day. We could work it out.
Well, if you're asking, if you want me to help you train your mind powers, I'm okay with this. If it involves stabbing me, I am slightly less okay with that. But Dennis shot me with a bunch of ice bolts earlier today,
Hey,
and that was a lot of fun.
if it doesn't
So,
work, it doesn't work. We don't have to do it more than the once if it doesn't work. But if it works,
if you are willing to keep this whole incident hush hush, I will help you with anything.
Yeah. Do you not like collecting trinkets?
No.
You don't?
No, I like it.
But you just don't want the others to know that you like it?
It's a little embarrassing.
What do you mean?
God, then I'm stealing people's socks. Let's be real.
I mean, we didn't add that to the pile.
But there were definitely socks in there.
Yeah, but I said no to the socks.
Did you say no to all the socks? What's wrong with you?
They're not shiny.
They were good socks.
At
All
least you
left.
didn't go into the captain's quarters. You were a good-ish boy.
Yet.
Girl.
Okay, let's try your thing. Sure.
What are we trying?
I'm gonna, poke her finger with my knife and see if I can get past their surface level thoughts.
Sure. Go ahead and roll an attack. Clang. Hold still, Curve.
Okay, sorry, I'm holding still now.
I poke your finger.
All right.
I hold my finger
Stab
very
with
still.
advantage. Crit, 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 crit. You just need to like hide from Kerf down the hall and attack randomly throughout the day. Is that it? I don't think it does.
Still clank.
That is.
It's that new armor.
She's
the
literally
armor
holding
on?
out her hand on the table. And he's
No.
poking
You know
her
what? No,
palm.
we're traveling. I wouldn't have it on.
All right, so yeah, your armor goes way down. All right, so you hit her.
I'm just
as you
I'm just
stab-
poking her. Yeah.
D100. You kind of poke, and as you do, it's weird. It is easier to do when you have your dagger inside of Kerf's flesh.
Nice.
This is definitely not going to cause any issues down the road.
So, are you gonna push deeper? Actually,
Oh, definitely.
Right, you
I
dig
don't know
deeper
what
with the mind
gonna
knife.
I'm gonna try to access, a recent memory.
This is all up to Kate.
Okay, cool. Yeah, sure. You see the big guy. You see, when you guys were fighting, and I was standing outside that room, you see the big man appear in front of me and say horrible, horrible things to me.
Which big man?
The
the
something
vine
bark.
vine
Vine
guy.
bark.
Vine boom sound
big
effect.
man. Yes.
Interesting curve. It's interesting. It did become easier to probe your mind when when the knife was, connected. Interesting memory.
Oh yeah? What'd you see?
So there's a guy with like vine legs. He said some interesting things to you. I think it was hard to tell exactly. I didn't get a lot of like details of him. I think there was like water over the lens of whatever I was looking through. The question is, was I in control of the memory, or did you show that memory to me?
You can tell by her face that it definitely was probably not what she wanted you to see.
Oh. This could be dangerous.
Yeah.
But it's a good way to get to know you, I guess.
Well, there are better ways to get to know me.
There are non-evasive ways, yes, but I'm learning so much.
Okay, well, I'm gonna we can maybe practice this again later. I'm gonna go.
Well, hold on. Can I see some of the trinkets you brought?
Oh yeah. What do you see?
Just a couple of nuts and screws, and I'm gonna lay them out on the table and be like, "Can you melt these?
Why?
I want to make shiny."
Well, I'm not gonna melt them on the wood deck, but we can work on that.
So you're denying me my shiny.
You are trying to destroy my shinies.
I'm not keeping it. This is bigger, better, shinier.
Okay, we'll save that for another date. I think we've taken up enough screen time.
I suppose.
We shake on it.
Handshake.
Miss, week 2. What you got?
Honestly, more of the same. That's all I could think of.
All right.
Who's your
Give me
training
another.
partner?
Give me a con save.
Oh no!
Trading.
Oh boy.
Oh no, D100. The more con saves you got, the better off you were.
Nope.
It's not as bad as last time, but it still hurts.
Yeah.
You make a little bit more though. You're able to put a couple of days in, and it's just taxing. Kerf, where did you do anything for week 2?
I'm just gonna keep working on the damage resistant stuff. I probably also cut back on training a bit.
Which one do you want? Give me
Um,
a damage type. I'll tell you if I can do it.
poison.
I can do that.
Poison.
Did you get muted again?
I'm gonna be.
Okay.
You can fire at Kerf whenever you want.
Okay, I'll start hitting her again. Sure. Bam.
Ow. Owie. Ouch.
Tell them when to stop. It's up to you, Kerf.
Yeah, I'm waiting for you to say uncle.
Listen, man, I'm trying to do my thing here. I'm not
I
gonna
know.
stop until I do my thing.
So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You've got 6 left.
Just keep going.
Oh no, that's a big one.
Okay, stop.
Okay, I stopped the spell.
Go ahead, just roll a D100, Kerf. Poison's a little bit more painful. Don't quite pick up. You're getting there. You're getting there. It's just a little bit different.
Oh, this one hurts more.
At this point, don't heal yourself yet, Kerf. Put that back. It's at this point, Sid walks out on your training. Kind of just walks up to you, Kerf, puts his arm around you. So, how have our extracurriculars been going?
I think I almost killed her.
One, no,
What? No, I feel fantastic.
this one's never caught off
You're-
guard.
You literally almost coughed up blood. Actually, in 3 different futures you already have.
That was
You're gonna like this future then, Dennis. Sid just kind of looks over at you, Kerf. Been staying up late with our extracurriculars again, have we?
no.
Oh. He just kind of like dust off some of your armor. Horrible lad. Go ahead, take a nap, and he's just gonna shock and grasp you and make you go unconscious. It's best for.
I hit the
She
deck.
needed the rest. He throws a blanket on you and just leaves you on the deck.
Mean or kind? Question mark.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. I think did everyone get their second week? I think that's everybody.
Yep. Or
We still don't. Tried to make a goat.
Yeah, he's just continuing to work on stuff like that.
All right. So, with that, you finish your journey, and you are now on the western side of the coast. Was your goal to go to the village, or were you going anywhere else?
It's a village?
Just like a little jungle city there. It's the closest civilization to the jungle.
Yeah, let's go.
Friendly civilization, we'll call it.
I mean, we can test the amulet now.
Where did you want to test? You could test along the way. This is just where we end up. You could have tested it anywhere along this part.
I'd probably test, I guess, here-ish.
Sure. Okay, so we'll say, the night or so before we end up getting to our destination. Go ahead, just roll a D100.
Oof! Wow.
It's not too bad. It kind of, you're not sure if it's the boat or kind of the fog that lifts off the valley or the water itself, but it almost like cones out, like going back and forth this direction.
Oh boy. So there's 2.
There's two? Are you sure it's not just like Foggy?
Well, if
That
there's two, it should be at either point, right?
that or I'm just still not good with it.
Interesting.
Your eyes are really red.
Yeah, it's fine.
Do one more D100 as we kind of. Oh, do you want to do it that close to town? You probably don't.
No, not this close to the town.
Fair, fair, very fair.
I'd
All
rather
right.
not put these people in danger.
Do you want to put down outside of town, near town? It's basically like a little jungle city. It's a little bit more jungly around it than it looks on the picture, but more so. How much attention do you want to draw from the locals?
Not much.
I mean, it's a fairly decent sized town. Like people come down here to do all sorts of stuff. It's like a cheaper version of Monaco, but with more black market. But like not the kind of black market you necessarily want. More like the black market you have at home.
Ah, yes, we have a black market at home.
All right, so we'll put down kind of away from the city a little bit. People will notice you, but they're not going to like directly come up to you.
We're just normal travelers.
In a airship shaped like a dragon when it has its sails out.
So
You can't prove that.
how straightforward are we being? We're looking for an abandoned Snake Man temple. Should we just start asking about it?
Um,
I don't see why
I don't
not.
think so.
Like here.
Wouldn't that raise a lot of questions?
Aren't adventurers like always going into dangerous ruins in search of ancient treasures?
So it brings
like-
up a good point. It doesn't have to be as big of a deal as it actually is. Just
All right, fair enough.
We'll just get
Should
some
I-
information. How best to travel the jungles, anything to watch out for,
Do we
stuff
want
like
to?
that.
Do we want to hire a local guide?
That'd probably be a good idea.
Do you want me to see if I can find the best one before we actually go in there?
Can't we just have Kyle guide us?
Oh,
Who?
yeah.
Arrow.
Your
No, I
arrow
know.
If you want
is-
to, if you want to walk
No.
around town with a magical arrow,
How Mist, you were there when you started using it. You didn't turn into Helen before that.
No, don't worry. I genuinely thought who for a second.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it's probably still be a good idea to get a guide.
Somebody who knows how to avoid the wildlife. And
Yes.
how many bugs are there already?
where we are, because we're not like directly near the jungle, not as many that you've noticed yet, but as you wait around longer, that could change.
You should really be more inclusive of Kyle. He's one of our party members now.
Should I have identified him? Can I say I identified Kyle week 2?
Identify doesn't work on those artifacts.
Okay. Well,
You tried
I
already.
tried.
Yeah, you did.
I forgot I did.
All good.
Oh, by the way, was Zoe's list approved, or sorry, was a cost devised for it?
Almost done.
Okay.
I'm still calculating them. You more or less get everything on your list. I just have to calculate what it actually costs.
Got it. Okay. Then while we're on the ship, she would have definitely taken the time to, assuming Dennis willing, to copy at least the identify from his book.
Yeah, I'm willing.
Thank you.
Sid will kind of walk up to you guys at this point after they've landed down or kind of getting the ship all put away, so to speak.
Everything's secure?
Of course.
They've done
course.
their part. Now it's our time to do ours.
So, where are you guys going? What's the plan?
Go to town.
And start asking some questions.
Find a guide.
Just be careful. Junta Mesa could get a little bit sketchy.
Mm-hmm.
What's it called? Ah.
And keep a good eye on your coin purse.
Zoe looks a bit confused.
People will steal from you, Zoe.
Oh, okay. Hmm.
If you're lucky.
Yeah. Or you might end up never mind.
I'm gonna leave most of my money behind, I guess.
Zoe's gonna grab her coin purse. Carver, can you hold on to this in yours?
Oh, of course, Zoe, of course. I hold my bag open.
You're never seeing that again.
My tail starts wagging.
It's at this point you watch as Draven walks out with like his cloak and everything on, like he's ready to go.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
You see, we're getting ready to head out.
Uh-huh.
Yep. We're gonna ask for a local guide to help start taking us to a location, and hopefully Mist will be able to. Can you test Kyle out here, see if he actually like moves around?
Yes. So remind me, which one are we actually looking for?
We are looking for the belt. The belt of power.
Belt of power?
I'm pretty sure that's the one, right? Right, Kalsto?
The one we're looking for right now is the belt of absorption and the hero boots.
Yeah.
So belt of absorption, Kyle?
Kyle just like spins around in circles and then points at you. Doesn't seem like it's something he could track.
Oh.
Okay, so we're gonna need more than just
Kyle can find things he knows about and can actually work with. He
Mhm.
just can't find those. It's almost like there's a special item only meant for finding them.
Yes.
Mist, have you been working with that amulet at all?
No.
Can you make it less visible?
I didn't work on that.
You should really be working on it.
It's a beam of light. I wonder what happens if it comes into contact with an orb of darkness. Does it just stop?
No idea.
I would assume it's stronger than an orb of darkness.
Maybe.
anyways, yes,
But it might
Draven,
not
we
need to
are
be.
getting ready to go into Junta Mesa. We're gonna try to find a guide on the local area. We are looking for an abandoned snake tribe temple of some sort.
Oh, most interesting. Well, shall we?
All right, yeah, let's shell.
All right.
I'm keeping an eye on our boy.
Oh, don't worry. So is he. Okay. So you guys all go.
Yes.
Does anyone get Tristan?
Yeah, I was about to
He's
say
still
that
in his
before.
room.
Of course, I'm
before-
still in my room. I
Yeah,
go right
Oh my
back
god.
unless you take my
Before-
string down.
I was about
I've-
to say, "Hey, where's Tristan?" And then someone started dogging. Yes, I'll go get him.
I'll come too.
Mm-hmm.
No, you might put him off. You're very upset about what he's doing. He'll probably listen to me better.
I just look at you very, very strangely.
Look, when you get angry, you just start pushing your way on people, okay? This doesn't seem like a push your way on him situation.
He's my brother.
He's hasn't been listening to you lately, though.
Has he been
Don't
listening
worry,
to you?
don't worry, Carver. Dennis has got this.
At
Oh,
this
well,
point, you guys feel the ship like start to vibrate. It shakes for a minute, and then it kind of tremors down and stops.
oh, Dennis, here. Zoe's gonna hold Silver out to you.
Oh, the last time you gave him to me, he died.
Died seems like a strong word.
Die is such a permanent word. He came
I go
back.
to the ship while Dennis is being distracted.
Yep.
Well, you promise you won't walk into any explosives, right?
I don't know if I can promise that. With how much has happened?
I'll get you an explosives detector.
Is it going to be another
would-
dice inside a jar of water?
No.
Lies.
Is this an explosive? It could be.
Most
Not
certainly.
likely. Guys, it's safe.
All right, Kurt, go get your boy.
AFK minute.
As you kind of get over to where the room is, he's already kind of coming out. It looks like he's already getting ready to go.
Oh, you're packing up. Good.
Oh, yeah, just was finishing something. Sorry about that.
You ever going to tell me about your project?
I would bore you. Don't worry.
Nothing about you bores me.
He just smiles.
Come on, I'll be back.
Oh, already ready. All right, so you guys and Draven make your way over to the town. Where do you guys go? Fairly decent amount of people here. I'd say there's probably like 1,200 people total walking throughout this little makeshift jungle town. Lots of you're easily able to tell there's a lot of illegal markets here. However, the biggest industry here by far is mining. There's a significant mining population here. Most of it slave driven, but also mining population.
Cool.
There's a casino. Well, actually, here, let's go through the list of things you might find in wonderful Zed Town. Let's see. They have, of course, a tavern. They have a market where you can find all sorts of wonderful things. A casino, a haunted mystical well, blacksmith, a very fancy, basically, all the people that own like the mining companies and all the other things that are exploiting everyone here. They have like a really fancy country club here, and a big observation dome they meet in. There is, Dennis, a very interesting magic wizard's magical shop and enclave that is also located within this town called the Broken Stave.
Oh boy.
There is a mercenary location which provides a lot of the kind of soldiers and things for just this area that get hired out called the Crumbling Bastion. There is also outside the city limits a circus that kind of set up that's separate from the town itself called the Opal Circus. Who knows what that might be about? On the lake side, as far as rafts and boats or anything may go regarding the large lake that is in this jungle, there's the Tanglewood Docks. From the Jungle Adventure provisioning standpoint, there is Jungle Provisioners Co. Or Provisions Co. There is a very large slave market here as well. And then there is a very interesting potion and herb shop here, Zoe, called the Serpent's Den.
Yeah, you knew exactly where she was going to go first. So he looks over at Silver. Silver seems to be saying something, just nodding along. Hey, Carver, Silver's got a great idea. Would I be able to get my coin purse back?
I suppose.
Thank
You guys
you.
are splitting up to shop. You better use the buddy system or you're going to be in trouble.
I was about to tell her that if she was leaving on her own.
Also, Kerf has the majority of the party fund, and Draven has all of the expedition fund.
What was the mercenary location called again? Something
It
Bastion?
is the hold on one sec. Yeah, it's the the crumbling bastion.
Okay.
Well, I'm gonna go visit the herb shop. Anyone want to come with me?
I'm thinking I want to talk to the magic shop owner. He
They're
seems
not
like
too far from each other.
Well,
seems
we can finish both.
okay. Yeah, I'll go with you. It's just Punch is telling me he's probably the guy who's most interested in the history of this place. We want to find an abandoned place. Maybe a historian would help us out.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
And for a bit of pickpocket protection, Silver is going to hang out in Zoe's coin purse.
Sure.
Nice, cozy spot.
All right, so the two of you are pairing up.
I'll head with you, Kerf.
Fine by me.
Draven, do you want to come with us?
Just kind of looks around. I'm going to stick with you. And he points over at Goblin.
Oh, yes. Okay. Zoe, do you want anybody else's name down before?
Oh,
Who do you go with?
We'll probably go to the provisions place to see if we can get any jungle gear.
Guess you and me being together would make that moot. Okay, so who wants to put their name in my book?
Well, if there's no other volunteers, I suppose I will.
Silver will eat Dennis's name then, and Zoe will hold out her book to Kerfer.
How good does my ink taste?
Silver gives you a thumbs up.
Awesome.
Thank you. If anything bad happens, we'll let you know.
Please do. Why don't you go with them? Goblin, come with us?
But I want to hang out with Tristan.
Yeah, well, Tristan hangs out with me.
Well, Draven follows Goblin because Goblin's the party leader on the paperwork.
Mm-hmm.
Can we get Sid to go with Zoe and I?
Sid will not leave the ship.
Oh, okay.
That's honestly fair.
That's his job. If there's like a need for him to leave the ship, yes, but someone's got to watch the ship.
Lest we come back and just find like the hall skeleton.
It's all gone. Crew's tied up. All right. So what's our groups? We're basically two groups at this point, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think we'll group magic shop. I think we'll hit there first to ask any relevant questions, and then once that's done, we'll make our way to the herbalist, and Zoe will do her usual, asking about a lot of the local plants.
Sure. So there's the two of you, and then everyone else is in the group.
No, this one gets you high. This one gets you really high.
Okay,
Guess I
so
should go with
we'll
the,
do you guys last. So Kerf, Mist, Goblin, Tristan, and Draven. What do you guys need to get done? Or doing?
Well, I would like to go to the provisions place, and then I would like to go to the haunted well.
I thought we were gonna pick up some mercenaries.
Why?
So where you said you were going?
Why would we need mercenaries? A guide, maybe, sure.
Well, wouldn't they know the place better than anyone?
Oh, I suppose.
And maybe we can get them for cheap if we don't expect them to fight.
Would we want to go to the mercenaries for that then?
Are we trying to find the mercenaries we have at home?
We have mercenaries at home.
Mercenaries at
Yeah, but the mercenaries at homes are. Never mind.
home.
Well, any ideas who else might have? We can ask the provisions place.
Sure.
Yes, we can.
So you had the provisioner company. What are we looking for? Also, probably not a horrible place to ask questions.
Do we want to get tents?
Yeah, pence, bags, food,
Ball bearings.
ball bearings,
We have
smoke
food.
bombs, more food.
I guess we can ask the provisioner people, like, what should we expect out there?
I was hoping you'd ask. There's a woman and a man. Which one do you ask?
The woman.
Yes.
The whammon.
The half elf. Nice. Okay, so you kind of walk up to her. Hello.
Hi, we're on an expedition. We're hoping to go into the jungle, maybe recover some treasures. Do you have any advice?
Yeah. What you looking for?
Well, we really just don't know what to expect. We are looking for treasures.
Ooh, I see. What kind of treasure?
There is a snake people population in there, right?
Snake people. Sounds dangerous.
Yeah.
She just like looks at you intently.
Just gotta glance at Mist.
Can I insight this lady?
Oh yeah, she's just trying to sell you stuff.
Yeah. Okay. If that's all she's trying to do,
Uh-huh.
that's fine.
Well, here, if you're gonna be going into the jungle, a lot of stuff, and she starts kind of walking you through, and she gives you a basket, and she just like starts throwing stuff in there, like, oh, you're gonna need this guide. See, this one's gonna tell you about the plant life. This one's gonna tell you about animals. It just kind of goes in, puts like some bug spray, like just starts randomly throwing all sorts of shit in your bag.
I'm back.
Can I start reading these books?
You kind of start looking. They're good books. Not wrong.
Well, I mean, if I read it, we probably don't need to buy it.
Start speed reading around the shop.
Cheating.
Goblin,
Furiously
the
flipping
one
through
thing
pages.
you easily learn with your time with the book, apparently one of the most valuable items you could get in these jungles. There's this indigenous population of these creatures that ended up from a long plane another time ago and settled here, like a long time ago. They make these weird scarves out of rare flesh from dangerous monsters within the jungle. And apparently, if you were to wear one of these, it is a very threatening yet horrible rancid scent that drives away almost everything else. However, it does note that it does attract one or two things that might not be so pleasant.
Oh.
One of which is the dragon. But your everyday nasties, including the sea creatures that are within the lake, it tends to keep away.
Keep away nasty sea creatures. Summon dragon. Weighing my options.
But you need to find one of those cool scarves, it would seem.
Miss,
Yeah?
do you know anyone who'd be willing to be hired as a guide to help us?
Like, what kind of a guide?
I look at Curve. What kind of guide are you thinking?
Do we even know where we're going?
Not fully.
We're going to the snake people, right?
Yes.
Someone to lead us to them.
I mean, that sounds right.
Kind of looks for a second. Well, what are you paying?
That's something we should speak to the people who are willing to be guides with.
But how would I know how much to tell people you're paying? Find you a guide if you're not going to tell me. Maybe I know some people. Heck,
Not going
maybe
to
I'm the
surface level
best guide
thoughts.
in this jungle. You might not even know.
I want to hear what she's thinking.
She's debating if it's worth enough to try to nominate her husband who's taking a nap on the other side of the room.
Oh, I love this woman already.
Well, I mean, I'm going to just be like, I mean, is there, you know, enough? What sort of prices? Like, what would you range these prices at? What would be a good guide price? You know,
Well, I don't know how long you gonna be gone.
I look at the others as long as it takes, right?
Hey, thanks for the bits. Appreciate that very much.
Roughly, yeah.
Maybe a week, hopefully not longer than a week.
In your head, Goblin, you sit there and you hear 10 gold pieces.
That's it?
I'm thinking like
That's a lot of gold in this time. Remember,
Yeah.
recession.
I'm thinking like 5 gold pieces.
Just because you guys have rich people sponsoring you doesn't mean the normal
Maybe-
people do.
Maybe like 7 gold pieces. You know, like one piece a day.
Skilled labor, that's not bad.
What about life insurance?
Ooh,
Mm.
it is dangerous.
We can ensure that that they will have a life when they go in.
What if they
think
don't
we
make it
can
back?
insure it maybe 9 gold pieces. You know, just two more gold pieces. You know, for the whole trip.
No, I meant like if one would end up dying on the trip. You know,
2 gold pieces.
saying one said person has like say a wife or something like that, what would be the life insurance policy paid out to such a lady?
Well, obviously, we would have to cover, you know, the funeral costs.
Oh, funerals could be quite expensive though.
Yeah, 3 gold pieces?
My ears just must be getting a little. I feel like I'm having a little bit of trouble hearing you, sweetheart.
I'm thinking like 2, 3
Calvin, shut up. Calvin, now let's be generous. We are paying with somebody else's money.
We could, you know, if they don't make it, we could possibly, maybe, I'll have to check the funds. You know, go up as high as, you know, 1 gold piece a day. You know, another 7.
Draven is just cracking up across the store at this time.
Yeah.
Hey, we got him to laugh. He likes us.
He'll kind of walk up at this point. He's like, "Ma'am, I'll tell you what. If something were to happen to anyone, say a family member, as an example,
Somebody precious.
I think we could probably part with. I don't know. What did you say? How about 10 platinum pieces? Would that do it?" And you just see her like eyes like she picks up like a boot that's on the shelf and she chucks it at her husband across the room. He's like,
Yep.
"What?" Falls over. How-
Better not
what?
come back.
My, that was violent.
You better not come back.
What the hell? You're working. You see, he kind of like fixes up, puts his hat back.
Goblin waves.
Oh, I'm what? Doing who now? You're leading a tour in the jungle.
An expedition.
Oh, okay. Where are we going?
There are snake people involved.
He like drops whatever he's holding. He looks at his wife. You better get ready.
She's trying to get rid of him.
And she'll walk over to you, Goblin. Now, I would expect, as you know, a typical thing, a little bit of advance pay up front. Since he's going to be leaving behind his family for some time. I'd say like a week's wages.
I'll just hand her 7 gold pieces.
That's not a week's wages.
Goblin, why are you paying? Let our friend here pay.
Because it's the right thing to do.
You didn't confirm 7 or 10.
I never brought up 10. She thought 10. I said 7.
9.
8.5.
8, and you have to name a monument after me you find on the journey.
What's your name?
My name? Ember. But
You drive a hard bargain.
the
Ember.
customers call me Bushwhacker.
On.
What a good freaking name.
We are definitely naming something after her.
That's my
So-
husband, Garrick.
Goblin's
I
writing this
call
down.
him
He's like,
Crocodile. Not because he's good with crocodiles. He just has a big nose.
So this monument, are we going with Bushwhacker or Ember or should I include your husband's name?
Lady Ember, the Bushwhacker.
Lady Ember the Bushwhacker.
Has good sound to it.
I think we can make this work, guys. Do you think we can make this work?
Yeah, we can make it work.
Oh yeah.
He's like, do I get a... Shut up!
8
Oh,
gold pieces. It is.
times 7.
I have 43 at
Raven
most.
has your money.
We are not paying for this, Goblin. Let our bookkeeper pay.
I'm gonna pay for half of this.
No. What is our
You pay
bookkeeper
for this regardless anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Goblin, just use your money.
Thank you.
I'd already marked it off.
God. Fucking
These
bless.
You guys are having this argument. Draven's just like snuck up behind and is already paying her.
Draven totally has a coin dispenser belt. He's like, ka-ching, 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 ka-ching. 56 gold pieces, ma'am. Here
That's
you go.
so cool. You could put marbles in that thing.
And y'all can also thank Devil Wookie for donating 10 more fate points.
Oh, nice.
Oh, thank
Very
you.
cool.
Keeping them alive. Okay.
We gotta remember to use those on our hit dice.
Is there anything else we needed to pick up here other than deadweight? I meant a guide.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah, nobody asked if he was good at it.
Nope.
Hey, he's probably fine. But you are at the provisioning store, so if there's things you need, this is the place to do it.
What? Should we get tents, or that's going to be just dead weight?
I don't care. If you want to get a tent, get a tent.
Sounds like a
Goblin
party.
is looking at hats. What kind of hats are we working with?
They have like a lot of like good, typical like jungle expedition wide brim hats. A lot of cover from the sun. Got some with like little nets for bugs and things like that.
I'm gonna get a big floppy one.
Sure, you could probably get a big floppy one for not too bad, probably like 3 silver.
Now, when you say big floppy one, are you talking like Big Hat Logan big floppy, or are we talking like
Well, we can't go
Wizard
that
Man?
big. Then it becomes obstructive.
You know,
Sun hat.
You know why they called him Big Hat Logan, right?
Because he has a big hat?
Because his fucking hat was huge.
yeah, I'll get a fishing pole.
Sure. Fishing pole you can actually get at cost.
How much are those?
Mm, Fishing pole. Fishing pole. I don't think that's the right one. That
Actually, I think I'll get an extra quiver and arrows.
Hey, thank you for the follow.
you could probably get. I'd say you can get a nice fishing pole for like a gold piece with some included bait and tackle.
And can I get an extra quiver and arrows?
Yeah. Arrows are also at cost because you can. Yep, those are at cost. You can get them for 1 gold a piece because we had access to those before you left, and the ship
Yep.
also has them.
Hmm.
We have a small arsenal on the ship.
She showed me
Things
bug
like
spray,
that.
right?
She's loaded all sorts of stuff into your bag. It doesn't mean you have to buy it all.
I will ask about that. Are there a lot of insects out there?
Oh yes, bugs, all sorts of creatures.
Ugh. Delightful. I will stock up on bug spray, and if she has any like itch cream or ointments
Sure.
for bug bites.
I will say she has an all-encompassing home jungle remedy kit with anti-itch creams,
Awesome.
homemade antitoxins, and some ointments and things like that.
Homemade
For the
antitoxin.
It's like 5 random tubes of things for 5 gold pieces. Everything from homemade bug spray with
That's a
fresh
lot. Why is it
teeth.
so much?
It takes a while to make these things and refine them. You put this on, and trust me, you'll be bright as rain. Plus, your scales will be so shiny.
I look at her a little dubiously. Draven, purchase this for me, please.
All right, I'll tell you what. You guys come up with a list of camping stuff that you want. If you need anything, while I go over to Team Magic over here, and then Draven will review and write a big check for you.
I have one last question before we do that. Is there a postcard here?
Actually, yes. He points over towards the door, and there's not a lot, but there's like 8 different kinds.
I grabbed 2.
They're only 5 copper apiece.
After I had one to my mom and one to my child.
There is one that you would note that's the more funny selection that says, "I lost my ass in Junta Mesa," and it's a picture of a donkey in front of the casino.
That is very
That one's
funny.
going to mom.
Nice. All right, so you get a couple of things to sign on some cards. You do a couple of quick notes. Not too hard to do. All right. So while you guys are going through figuring out what jungle provisioning camping gear you need, my other 2 lovely magic users, I believe you're going to the magic place first.
Yep. All right, Dennis. What's our game plan? What are we asking?
I'm just gonna ask the hope. I don't know. I'm assuming he's an old man. I'm just gonna ask him if he knows any local ruins or like rumors of ruins. Like try to get more of a general idea of like, is it near the lake? Is it on top of a mountain? Like that kind of stuff.
Okay, I got you.
Maybe a book on local history and legends. Those, the books that read usually the children's fairy tale is actually the clue to like get in.
That's a good idea.
All right. So as you go into the broken stave, it's a little bit run down. It's like half underground, half above ground. It's kind of like this weird eclectic place. But as you come inside, you don't see anyone, but you see this girl with like dirty blonde hair kind of dancing around the store. She has weird things on her head. Doesn't seem to be paying much attention, and you'd swear she's belting out like wicked songs or something. Just like dancing around the store.
Zoe, this person looks more your energy. Can you actually?
Sure. She'll make her way up and start tapping along to the beat.
I'm gonna start looking at books if there are books in here.
And they're both dancing. She turns around, she's like, screams and falls over and kind of gets up. Oh, I'm sorry. I was cleaning.
She'll hold out a hand to help her back up.
Oh,
So how you doing,
thank you.
Sari?
It's a little half elf. Sorry about that. What can I
I
do
am the
for you?
magnificent wizard Zoe, and it's a
Ooh.
pleasure to meet you.
Lovely hat. You see her dust off and put her hat on. I am Mira,
Ooh,
eager
I
apprentice
like that name.
to Master Belgor.
Me and my wizardly companion Dennis. So she gestures to Dennis over there.
Nice hat.
We were wondering if
Thanks.
you knew anything about the local temples in the further in the jungle.
I've never really been too much into the jungle, done a little bit of studying. Master Belgor is much more in tune with that than me. He's currently in a meeting right now, but he should be done any minute.
Oh,
It's at this
okay.
point you hear kind of like a door opening in the back, and there's two men kind of discussing as you see this human man kind of walking out with a tiefling sorcerer, kind of like in a robe, lighter pink skin, just having a conversation back and forth. You see the man look up. Oh, I didn't realize we had visitors.
Just out of random curiosity, the only tiefling that we know is after us is
Dante.
yeah.
Dante does not have that color skin. Correct.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Why, hello. I am the magnificent wizard Zoe, and it is a pleasure to meet you.
Ah, they call me Belgor or Master Monfire. And it looks over at you. So, what brings you here?
Well, my wizardly companion and I were wondering if you had anything on the temples further in the jungle.
There's a lot of temples further in the jungle. You'd have to be a little bit more specific. Ankres, I'll catch up with you tomorrow, okay? The tiefling kind of waves and pulled apart.
Okay,
Ankris?
Ankaris.
Okay. You said A-N-K...
Ankar.
Ankris.
Yes.
Okay. And you said sorcerer or sorceress?
Sorcerer.
Alright.
I wanted to
And
know
Mira was the...
Mira is the apprentice, and then Belgor is the master enchanter of the house.
Okay.
So, what kind of temple are we looking for specifically here?
Well, we don't know a lot about it. You know, it has like a snake motif to it, and it's somewhere in the jungle.
Pretty broad. There's lots of snakes in the jungle. Lots
Well,
of temples.
that's why we came here.
Um,
We thought we might be able to get more information.
humanoid
comp-
snakes. If that narrows it down.
I think I might be semi-familiar with what you're looking for. But still doesn't narrow it quite down. There's a few different groups spread throughout the jungles. You kind of pull out the map. It's like mostly you would find kind of like highlight this area specifically. You'd find kind of most of them within this area around the water. They typically don't go too far from the water. He'll point out to the north. There is an old abandoned Yonti temple over there, but it's been abandoned for some time, mostly filled with just random jungle creatures at this point. There are some ruins to the north as well. I'd avoid that. There's strange mountain, strange creatures. Don't recommend going up that way.
Abandoned temple to the north.
Also, be careful. Are you those fancy folks that came in on the airship?
Oh.
Just
Related,
warning you,
yes.
if you're flying, probably not best to fly too much. You'll draw dragons' attention. Best to go in on foot or on boat.
I don't think we were planning on flying. But
I think we're walking. We heard about the dragons.
Do you have a
Nasty
boat operator you can recommend?
Not specifically. I tried not to go out there as I can avoid it. I would say though, could be. Don't know. Like I said, there's a couple of groups out there. The two largest groups of these snake-like people are the followers of the God Queen, Seti. You should be writing this down.
Yep.
And then there are... They're called... They don't really have so much of a leader. It's like Tree Serpent Empire or something like that. I can't remember. It's got a really weird name. They're kind of near to where the old ruins used to be, in the jungles.
Okay, so find the
you
ruins are all
you go.
the ruins are all scattered around the water. There's an abandoned one north, and the other ones have.
Well, they're not all in ruins. There are ruins to the north, but the people themselves are located around the water in that area.
Okay. But the northern temple is abandoned and inhabited by wildlife?
Yes, but I would avoid going there. It's very close to the northern peak, which is a very dangerous location. Nothing goes up there. Quite dangerous. People say there's strange creatures of all sorts up there. Unnatural, they say.
Do you happen to have any books on, like, the legend of God Queen Seti, or, like, the history of the Serpent Empire?
Not specifically. See, they're very particular about their histories, and they tend to disappear when they get brought out into the open, if you get my meaning.
Oh.
But if you find anything interesting out there, I'd definitely be curious to find out more. Lots of ancient knowledge out in that jungle.
Do anything else I want to ask this guy? Seti.
What was the other one besides Seti?
Three Serpent Empire.
Three Serpent Emperor.
Empire.
Any rumors or legends when it comes to treasure?
There's treasure everywhere. However, there is supposed to be a lost city of the supposed snake people that's overflowing with treasure. I hear it's a pipe dream, but some people say it's real.
One just lost to the jungle?
Would any of the local adventurers know more about that?
That one's hard to say. Lots of different things. No actual proof, though. I'm afraid that's a secret that only the snake people themselves might know.
got no reason to think this man's holding back on me, so I'm not thinking of inciting him. Not really. What to use prophecy in here. Assistant's been quiet. The assistant hasn't been fidgeting around like she knows more, has she?
No.
Okay.
Well, thank you for all the help.
I guess any imparting advice you can lend some outsiders who are trying to brave the jungle for the first time?
Don't get bitten by anything.
By anything?
Better that way.
Is that what he said?
Mhm.
Okay. And if you are to get bit?
Well, it just depends. None of them are great.
While he's saying that, Kerfer is getting a message in her head. Advice for jungle? Don't get bitten by anything.
Noted.
Scanning the shelves, are there any, like, titles of, like, books that stand out?
I wouldn't say specifically. No, they're not like all like bound titles. Like you'd specifically have to like ask them about stuff or like go through all of them independently.
Okay, here is a really long, deep reach.
Mhm.
Do they happen to know of a place where you can just get like discarded or like washed up like adventurers journals that have like just they're obviously like from like someone's log of their trip in the jungle and it's just like kind of flown in on the river?
Nothing like that. We have used gear over in the clearance rack, and it's like armors with stab wounds and bite marks in them, and like people that have died in them, like patched up.
And I'm not looking to spend any more money on any magic components or anything at the moment. And it didn't sound like there was anything magical in here that like jumped out either.
Well, they have stuff, but
Yeah, but
magic
like
stuff's
stuff
also
that-
very expensive.
which is why it's not jumping out at me. So we've got an area. We've got culture. Yeah, I think I'm done here if you are, Zoe.
Just oh, one other question. Your magic components, do you source them locally?
Yes.
What kind of stuff is available around here?
Anything if you have the right price for it. Money goes a long way here. Especially being so close to Monaco.
Monaco, an expensive city?
Does have its luxuries, though. A few days north.
Well, thank you again for all of the help.
But we hope to see you again.
Yeah. Oh, and she turns to the assistant, and it was a pleasure to see you, or to meet you.
Uh-huh.
You should keep dancing.
She kind of smiles and then it goes off in the other room to start cleaning. Alright, you exit there. You go over to the store that's near across for the potions and herbs.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It is a
And-
very much more quiet and questionable looking store. It's kind of set down underground.
Okay. She'll have when we head in, she'll have a gander around at various herbs and things on display, kind of make note of them, and then kind of chat up the shop owner about a lot of the local plants and herbs and uses and all of that kind of stuff.
As you walk in, everyone in the room stops talking. There is someone standing next to the shopkeeper who was kind of having like a whispered conversation that stops. There's two people on the far side of the room sitting at a table with hoods on that kind of stop as you come in. And then there's another person kind of just stocking different herbs on the store and kind of just looks at you as you walk in.
Kalsto, that's a weird reaction. I'd like to prophecy. Do we get jumped if we continue here?
Don't pick up anything. Dennis, you notice one
Oh.
other interesting thing. In a room to the back, there's like those beaded curtains, and you see a woman sitting in front of a glass ball.
Does she look
Fortune
perhaps
teller.
maybe Serafina?
You just... Oh, no, not at all. Not from what you can see. However, the person walks away to go talk to that other person, and the shopkeeper walks up to you. I'm so sorry. Can I help you?
Oh, hello. I am the magnificent wizard Zoe. And this is my wizardly companion. I came to ask about a lot of the local plant life.
Oh, this is a place where you buy plants, not to learn about plants.
Would there be a better place to learn about plants?
Libraries are good, and so are schools.
We just got here. Where would the library be?
You see, they don't have one.
Oh,
This is a place for professionals. People that know what they want,
well,
have very
where did-
specific needs. As you're sitting there, the two people that are at the end kind of look... You've never seen people that look like these before. Let me show you an image real quick. This word boo. I'll just see their faces. Can't see them under their hoods. The first one looks like this.
Just for me?
Second one. Oh, did I post that in yours?
You sure did.
Oh, you're a loser. I'll put it in the main one. Other one. Looks like this. And they're just kind of staring at the two of you.
We both noticed them, or just one of us?
I mean, they're looking at you.
As Zoe's having this awkward conversation with the store owner, I'm just gonna like quickly grab her hand and just start pulling her out of the store.
What? Oh, bye.
Have a good day. Ooh, Zoe and Dennis, as you walk out, perception checks, please.
Oh. I assume this is sight.
Yeah. Oh, that's too bad. Okay. You take Zoe out of the store.
Is everything okay?
No, that's not a good place.
I mean, it did look a little weird.
Did you not see those two people in the back giving us the death eyes?
Hmm?
No, that's not a place for business.
Kind of reminded me more of like a seedy bar or something from stories.
Yeah. From stories.
Well, I guess we should find the others then.
Yeah.
So as you start heading back towards them, Tristan's like, all right, so you'll throw in the tents. Do we get the graham crackers, marshmallows, and chocolate bars included, or no? That's a hard bargain.
They better be included.
spending all this money here.
All right, you guys can send me a list later unless there's anything specific you want to buy.
Nothing specific. Oh, hello. How's the trip to the drug den?
Yeah, okay, that makes more sense. Not good.
Drug den. Oh, it wasn't a drug den. Was it? Oh.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
As soon as
I
Zoe
didn't even
opened the
need to
door-
go there to know what it was.
As soon as Zoe opened the door and did her introduction, everything just went absolutely quiet. And people
Oh,
were staring
honey.
daggers at us.
Sweetie, no! Poor thing. Were they
I got
unkind to you?
postcards.
Would you like me to throw hammers at them?
Oh,
At
no,
this
point,
no.
So,
Amber will pick up real quick, and she'll like, "Pardon me, I hate to interrupt, but you don't happen to mean you went over to the Serpent's Den, did you?"
right, so
Was
we
there
need to
a
Oh, is
name
that
on the
what it's
place?
called?
Yeah, it was the Serpent's Den.
Den
I
just
think
for
it
me.
was- And there was like a plaque or something for it.
Fuck no.
Oh well, if there wasn't anything to actually identify it, then she just kind of shrugs.
And talk about what the place looked like.
Was it near the Is it near the magic?
Yeah, she
store?
picked up on what you guys were talking about.
be. All right,
I just
so
I nod.
You shouldn't go near that place.
all right, so we need to
We
be
left
careful.
quick.
You've already been marked.
Huh?
She like spins in a
Huh?
circle and spits on the ground.
Yep.
Marked by what?
Oh, as an easy target.
For what?
So we just say it plainly.
You mean
Sorry, mist. Yeah, mist. Just say
Um,
it plainly.
Let's see. You're pretty attractive, so you could probably be slave trade, robbed, killed if uncooperative.
Couriers go down.
Zoe, don't you worry. We wouldn't let those bad things happen to you. Though you might want to give me your coin back.
You guys really should just stick together.
Yep.
I hear they're from that snake cult. Bad people.
Can you tell
It's
us
a
more
snake
about this?
cult?
Don't worry,
Never
do you
asked
know
about
about
any.
this?
You never asked about any snake cults. Weird
I would
people.
very much like to hear more about
Yeah,
this.
could you tell us more about this snake cult?
Don't worry, Kirby. Silver's got that.
They're kind of weird. They're not quite normal. There's something about their eyes. Not quite right. The way they talk.
They look like snakes and sound like snakes.
The weird people
maybe.
in the corner.
Oh, I met a snake once. They seem pretty nice.
Did you say you met
don't
the
know.
snake once?
Hey, Miss,
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
did you notice? You probably noticed us coming in behind you. Did you notice anybody else that seemed like they could have been tracking us?
Was there anyone following them?
Not that you saw.
Didn't see anything, but I wasn't really looking.
That's how people disappear here. They just go to bed one night. Say they're gone. I would just stay away from them. Drawing their attention's bad for your health.
You didn't tell me you guys had a lot of money, did you?
No.
Well,
I just asked about the Arabs in the area.
Were you your usual chipper, naive self?
Naive?
I said what I said.
But yes, I was being very friendly.
Okay. So, when are we heading out?
Guess which way are we going? Taking a boat, or are we like hoofing it? Why do they call it
Okay.
hoofing it if we don't have hoofs?
Why are there sea serpents in the lake? That's what I want to know.
Wouldn't that make them
Where
lake
else would they be?
serpents?
Lake
Oh,
serpents.
well, from what I heard, around the lake, there's a bunch of different snake people civilizations, and they worship some kind of snake god. So maybe that has something to do with it.
So we'll just walk around the lake until we find the right snake people tribe or something?
Maybe. Although apparently there's an abandoned temple to the north that's filled with really strange creatures.
And they've
We were
got
told we should not go there.
a local legend about super abandoned snake temple filled to the brim with riches.
My God.
Now, is that a rumor spread by the people or the snake people?
The snake people are apparently very secretive. Like, they, if too much gets spread about them, people start disappearing, kind of thing.
Do you think they hang out in the snake den?
I mean, always
You know, that would make sense.
Sorry, that I laughed more than I should have.
I mean,
Oh my God.
more than likely, but I couldn't see what would happen to us if we stayed, so I got scared and left.
Now that sounds right.
Alright, so we'll need to be careful.
Gotta
Now
look out
on.
for their obvious trap.
And we were definitely advised do not take an airship into the jungle.
Yeah, sounds right.
So, do we want to rent a raft? I don't know how much Draven was expecting to rough it, so to speak.
I'll take care of it. I pull out my
Draven's
camera.
like in the room with you.
I know.
It's like, just because I dress nicely doesn't mean that I can't rough it if I need to. Also, and he kind of will motion towards the front door. There seems to be an extra set of eyes watching your front door today.
No.
Like motions outside.
I look to Mist.
Do I detect them?
I mean, there's a lot of people outside. Yeah.
Yes.
You don't know which one he's specifically referring to. You can go look at him, but he's pointing at someone outside.
Yeah, I'll try and make it not obvious I'm looking outside.
Zoe spots no one.
And Zoe's popping her hatted head out the window.
There is a woman, kind of with like a face scarf on, long, kind of semi-curly-ish, dark black hair, and is currently like putting tarot cards on this cloth on the ground that she's sitting on.
Oh my God.
Why did you follow me?
She wants your Nikes.
Well, we got
Someone you should know.
We got someone reading
Yeah.
fortunes outside.
Ooh.
So she's doing.
Tristan's
a
like,
cozy
don't do it. Don't do it.
Wait.
Do not get your fortunes read.
Who's in the
Or what?
snake den?
No, that's
What
just for you,
happened?
Tristan.
That's what Mom always said.
It's just for you.
That
Wait,
was
we can
for
do
you,
it.
everybody.
Your mom said
No.
not to get your fortune read.
Yes.
Tell me more about this. Did she say why?
It says horrible things happen. Nothing good ever comes from it.
I
Kristen.
mean, I read Kerfer's fortune. Did anything bad come from that?
Actually, you know what? I think
Oh,
I have to
yes.
agree with Tristan because the last time I
Oh,
looked at what
I'm
happened to
sorry.
him, he literally got dissolved by
It's
a
not your
slime.
See?
I feel like what I do is kind of like fortune telling.
Maybe I should go talk to her.
No.
You literally
No.
said it was a bad idea.
Kristen, let's go talk to her together.
Dennis, we gotta get you a set of fortune.
No. Guys, Dennis obviously has a fortune suitor. I think he needs to own up to this.
Okay, so this is player talking.
Mhm.
So Kerf, the person who's like, man, I'm so tired of Dennis getting bullied into doing things, is going to bully Dennis into doing something.
Yes.
Called peer pressure,
Okay.
nerd.
Sure.
But dude,
Sure,
fight against
fine.
me.
Yeah,
Fight
use
against me if
that,
you think.
use that spine we all know you have.
Use that spine if you think I'm wrong.
No, it got ripped out years ago. All right.
By your dad.
Oh, he got beat with it too.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Okay. I'll recognize her from the...
You go walk out and talk to her.
Yeah, sure. I'll do it.
Zoe will step out with them, partially as emotional support, and partially because she's curious if any witchcraft is going on here.
Are her eyes are her eyes like locked on me as like I like exit and like kind of like meander my way over? Is she like staring at me the whole time?
Yeah,
She's staring
I'll
at
show you.
something else.
Oh, sure. She more or less, to an extent, looks like this. And yes, she does in fact have that with her.
Oh, I recognize this lady from like my 5th session I ever played with you guys.
But her mouth is currently covered. So you can see like her eyes, her head's covered, her mouth's covered. She's got like a little shawl on. But she does have the snake.
Yeah, okay. I'll interact with the plot point, sure.
No one said it's a plot point. She's sitting there watching you. But yeah, she looks up at you as you walk out and just is kind of watching you.
And I can't say anything about her. She's weird, right?
What do you mean she's weird?
But like I can't like
Discern
try to
anything.
predict what our interaction is going to be.
It's kind of like when Seraphina's around. But she doesn't look like Seraphina.
Am I curious about the bad people? Kind of am. Yeah, you know what? I'll be confrontational, sure. I'll walk up to her. Are you following me?
She walks up to you. Or she doesn't walk up, she just kind of looks up. Excuse me?
You're staring really hard at me.
Well, I thought you were kind of cute until you started talking.
Yeah, okay. I walk away.
Dennis.
I probably heard all of that.
I think the whole room kind of heard that.
Oh.
I felt that. I heard that in my soul.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
He just kind of walks away and you guys just see her like looking at him as he walks away. Just kind of shrugs and goes back to flipping her card.
All right. That's that. That's
Dennis,
that.
Dennis, no, you fumbled it. Go back.
Why would I go back?
You fumbled it. Get the
Fumbled
bag.
What bag? You were carrying our bag.
Dennis, no. Come on, man.
does anyone walk over to Zoe, who's now
She's a
alone?
weird fortune teller. I can't tell anything about her. I'm
She's a
freaked out.
cute girl with a cool snake. Go talk to her. She's interested in you.
You want me to talk to another snake?
Yeah.
No.
What?
There's only lizard.
Oh my God.
right now.
Did he just say no?
She's just flipping cards.
Somebody
Oh,
know
that's-
the date and time.
His spine, it's back.
Except Hi.
Hi.
I'll go keep an eye on Zoe.
All right.
Friend of yours?
Yeah.
It's shy, huh?
Mm-hmm. I'm the magnificent wizard Zoe, and it's a pleasure to meet you. What's your name?
Why do you all wear hats? Never understood that.
Even Goblin has one now.
And I'll
Well, for my companion and I, it's a symbol of our wizardly authority.
See. And that does something, yes?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but
It's part
makes
of
him
being a
easier.
wizard.
It
Makes
makes
me-
your spells stronger?
antennae.
Well, I mean, I guess it could.
Listen, all I know is that last time I was outside in that snow with the fireball in the sky, it
The
hurt
sun?
my eyeballs
I mean, the sun.
horribly.
It's right there. You can
And
look at it.
everyone's talking to her now.
No. It's just Zoe at the moment. You guys can walk over to Zoe if you want that.
Yeah, I walked out and just keeping an eye out for.
Oh my god, that is my third 3 in a row.
I'm making sure no one tries to accost
Okay,
Zoe.
I'm following
So-
Dennis.
As you walk over,
I'm
are
in
you
the shop.
okay? Okay, so you're with Dennis. Miss, you walk over to Zoe too?
Yes.
Looks over at Zoe. Another friend?
Mm-hmm.
I think a man with so many female friends would interact better.
I think so.
He's been
Yeah,
under a lot of stress lately.
You would think.
Kind of shrugs. So,
Dennis.
what brings all of you into town? Don't recognize you.
Cool. We're on an adventure.
We're planning an expedition.
You didn't look like
Mhm.
slavers, so that was my first guess.
Mm-hmm.
This sounds exciting, though. I hope you'll stay safe on your adventure.
We'll do our best. Out of curiosity, is she taking a look over her and at her cards? Does she recognize any symbols or methods to or of the mystic arts?
Roll a history check real quick for 2 good reasons.
It wasn't a 3.
So, interesting thing. While you're not specifically familiar with this specific deck and version she's kind of using, you do recognize one thing that you're able to kind of tell now that you're a little bit closer. This person is not the person who was at that table. This is a totally different person.
Jeez. Wow, rude.
Yeah, I think I know where the confusion is now.
Oh.
I'll be
She
back
kinda
in
like,
one
"Well,
moment.
No, I have to get going anyways. It's a little bit late.
Oh. Well, I'm sorry about my friend's rudeness. I think he had you mistaken for someone else.
Well, I'll forgive him. Besides, it's kind of cute the way he stormed off all frustrated. Have a good night.
I
So
thought
just
it
walks
was
down the street.
okay.
Dennis.
Oh,
Did you?
He's-
Why do you expect me to be better than I am?
he's got that lost puppy kind of cute.
Oh, that actually brings up a good point. Oh,
Don't laugh
You
like
just
a
read.
Frenchman.
let me just write that down for later. New fear developed for Dennis.
Fear of
Wait,
women.
woman?
Nothing.
I assume Zoe's gonna make her way back in. I assume Mistress as well.
I'm Mist is literally just keeping an eye out.
Dennis?
Hmm?
I don't think that was the girl from the CD bar den.
Okay.
Call it what it was.
Isn't that what it is?
The CD bar.
Well, yeah.
No, it's a drug den.
Okay, the CD drug den.
Right. So, do we know where we're going?
East, the center lake, they all kind of, most of the snake men congregate around the water. So
It's a
above
big
would probably
lake.
be best.
Based on the advice of your guide, because you're provisioning up there, and they'll have your order packed. Basically, like, we'll pack up your order today, and we'll have it, kind of ready tomorrow. Their best advice to you would be to get a boat and kind of take that along the edges of the lake as best you can to try to find what you're kind of looking for. Otherwise, it is quite a significant amount of time on foot. And if you go the wrong way, it could take a long time to get to where you're trying to go, versus while the lake may be a little bit more dangerous and open in some areas, you at least can kind of very easily figure out which way you need to go.
Alright, fair enough.
But that's up for you guys to figure out, unless you want them to deal with it.
Sounds like a raft it is.
Well, you can get a boat or you can get a raft. It's up to you.
Or, yeah, boat.
Which is safer?
They all have their own values. Rafts can go a little bit shallower locations than boats.
I have a feeling. I wanna pitch for raft, because if we're going to old abandoned things, I doubt they're gonna be off of deep water.
Raft it is.
I feel like a raft would just be easier to maneuver. Probably
Yeah.
not very good, under an attack, but hopefully we can avoid that.
All right, so you guys go to secure a raft.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. And as we're making our way out of the shop, oh, and I think she likes you.
You didn't have to say that.
But I don't know her.
Yeah, but you didn't know Goblin either.
You were kind of like, when a puzzle piece doesn't quite fit in a puzzle, and then you just hit it until it works.
Hold on. What do you mean by that? I want
As
you
you
to
get-
elaborate.
As you guys are walking down
I've
towards the
been
dock,
forced to like you.
you hear an
Under
explosion.
circumstance.
Oh.
Like, you hear a loud bang explosion, and you just see black smoke coming from the dock.
Is that where we parked our ship?
Yes.
No,
Oh, okay. Thank goodness.
the water dock, not off to the side where your ship
I
is.
like the sound of that then.
Good thing we're not going there, right, guys?
Zoe starts running that direction.
No.
All right, so we kind of go down to where we're looking to get a raft anyways, and you see there's like billowing smoke coming from a different dock a little bit further up.
So who's getting
How
bombed?
bad?
If you walk out, it's just billowing smoke. You can't really see anything.
Goblin will walk over.
Yeah, so
Goblin, you kind of make your way through, unbothered by the smoke. And you go and you look, and there's like this. You're not sure. It's like some sort of metal contraption structure. Like, it's a boat, but it's made out of metal, but it's floating, and it's really weird. And then you just hear. And then you just hear this woman coughing, and you just see this head pop out and start throwing up off the side of the ship. Dad, I told you that was too much fuel. What are you talking about? That was a perfect amount.
Oh, I love them already. I left them already.
Oh man, Merkin.
Like, I'm telling Mom, this is the worst. No, and you just watch this woman come out, and she has like aviator goggles, and she just lifts him up, and there's just this burnt, scorched face covered in soot. What are you guys looking at?
What looks like a great accident.
Just kind of like looks at you. Huh.
What my friend is meaning to say is, we were looking for a vessel and we heard a bang.
Is everyone alright?
Physically, yes. Pride, no.
Look at this. Look at
You're
this.
gonna have to speak up a little bit louder, though.
We're obviously in the throes of invention here.
Yeah,
Although it's
no,
probably gonna fix it.
my father's still a little bit obsessed with basic fuels.
Goblin's gonna hop on the boat.
Oh, you hop down into it. It's you have to, there's like a little hatch you can go into.
Yes.
There's just like a
Like a
dirty little
submarine?
gnome down there.
Never
Just a
seen
dirty
metal
little
boat.
gnome down there with goggles on. Hi.
I immediately start looking at everything.
Oh, be careful what you touch. It's still a prototype.
I mean, this looks. It looks so close.
Oddly enough, some of the work on this looks very similar to the glitter glider that you found crashed with the party.
That doesn't fill me with hope.
I mean,
Very similar techniques. It's almost like they had similar workmanship.
The separation between two dead people found inside of this thing and not being dead people found inside of this thing, we're off to a good start.
you don't believe in glorious COBOL technology?
I'll believe it when I fucking see it.
Tanya and Mergen did help with the framework on the later models after the first few flops.
It's not
Goblin's
even
gonna like
cold.
press his face to the inner workings and be like, "This is just like those gliders, except not
At
horrible." Horrible.
this point, a woman with white hair kind of walks up from behind you. I'm so sorry. You're going to have to excuse my friends. I just leave them alone for a little bit, and they get a little bit rambunctious. So sorry about that.
So exciting.
It's a human woman.
Can I have your name?
Yes, pleasure to meet you. My name is Rosie.
And the other two?
Oh.
Rosie.
That is Master Merkin and my beloved friend Tanya.
It is them!
I knew it.
Yup, I knew it. Now, who can tell me how this thing works?
Obviously not them.
I would know Tanya, right?
Not specifically.
Oh.
She works with Leah, but not even, Tanya's the kind of person that doesn't leave her lab as much. Like, she would send you schematics. She's not the person who would, come fabricate them.
Would I know of Tanya?
Probably not.
Okay.
Question.
Mhm.
It sounds like Goblin wants to help fix this boat. Can I
Mhm.
prophecy to help him fix this boat, to tell him where to start? Goblin, did I misinterpret this?
Well, before we get there, Goblin would be like, hold on. My mom would kill me if she saw me acting like this. Let me introduce you to everybody.
Oh.
I'll point at I'll point around. That one there with the horns, that one's Kerf.
Charmed.
The one that looks like it, he's sweating behind his glasses. That one's Dennis. The one with the hat, the very pointy, goofy hat that I'm not sure
Don't call it goofy.
has ever left their body. That's Zoe.
The magnificent wizard Zoe, thank you.
You're
That's
right. I should have let you
terminology.
introduce yourself. I'm sorry. The last one is Mist, I think, right? Is that what?
Yes.
Mist? Okay.
Pleasure. Tanya, Mergen, and Rose.
Pleasure to meet you all.
Tanya's gonna kind of look at you, Kerf. Have we met before?
Have we met before?
You like a dad or something?
No.
No? Huh. Darndest thing.
Do I have a dad? No. I have a mother.
No. Would have been
No?
a father.
Right.
I've only known 2 Dragonborn. Where are you from? I didn't even know that there was more of your kind around.
Wyverlight.
She's a kobold.
Do you know Leah?
Yeah, she's my mom.
Oh, you're Leah's kid.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry I didn't recognize you. I haven't seen pictures of you guys since you were little.
Wait, you know Leah?
Yeah, no. We go way back. We saved the world together.
Oh, how nice.
Have there been books written about their adventures that I would have read?
Not specifically. That's kind of one of those quiet
Okay.
wins. All the credit for winning the wars. A lot of the credit obviously goes to the dwarves of Curzon, but a specific mention of favorable note to Lord Theris of Varden and his lovely sister, the new magical lead of Curzon.
How
I know
Their
those people.
contributions.
Interesting.
Victor's gonna tell how it goes. King gets a lot of credit though too. He's still alive. Our friends died, but the king, who was our friend, did not. Also, Leah is still wanted to this day in Curzon. In her high elf form. Or your drow form? Your drow form, correct. Not the high elf form.
Yes.
Yeah, no, and she'll just like very briefly talk about how she used to adventure with Leah. And you now realize this is like from Leah's primary adventuring group that like save the world.
Oh, this is very exciting.
Are you guys looking to go into the jungle then if you're working on this thing?
No, we just wanted to see how this would handle. It was a total disaster. I told you the filters wouldn't work on this type of water, and the algae. We're gonna have to drag this thing all the way home now. But at least reflected a lot of good data. Like I told you, it should have worked. I don't know why.
Goblin, do you think you can give it a look? You pretty handy.
I would be heartbroken if I couldn't look this thing once over.
Go ahead and give it an intelligence check advantage.
Can I give him advantage by trying to prophecy to help him figure it out faster?
He already has advantage. Prophecy wouldn't
Not
help you
on,
with this one.
not on intelligence. You have advantage on straight intelligence checks?
No, he just gave it to me.
Yeah, I
Hey,
told him to do
okay.
it.
As you were
Oh,
getting
okay.
your sentence
Oh.
in, he was like, "You have
Whoop.
advantage."
Oh, okay, my bad. I'm sorry. I tried to
Oh,
be
you're good.
dramatic. Ooh.
You don't know what the fuck this lady's building. And even your brief time like on the airship, and that's like the coolest thing you've seen. You don't know what the fuck this thing's made out of. Like the metal components, that'll make sense, but you're not even sure what it runs on.
I take meticulous notes.
she'll kind of point out a couple of things to you too. Like, see, and that's for the installation. And then she'll show you a fucked up filter. It's like, and that's where our issue is. We're gonna have to go back and refabricate these and design them with a different flow. Maybe I could put a sink and separate out the different.
Is Rosie a person or a robot?
Rosie looks like a human being. Just like
It's
a
weird that you say
woman,
looks
maybe in
like.
her late 20s.
Can I see if there's a way that they get this boat fixed?
No, they have to literally take it back home and build it. They were down here
Okay.
doing tests on a model that did not work, and Tawny
Okay.
basically told them it wouldn't work.
Okay, cool. No metal boat for us.
Nope, they're just here.
Just a cameo for fun.
Yeah, well, better tow it back. And then you just watch as the boat starts pulling itself out of the water, and then you just watch from underneath the water, there's this large mechanical thing that's just pushing it out. All right, Ruby, a couple more steps back. Uh-huh. Keep it. Right there. That ought to do it. Good girl. All right.
This is so beautiful.
We gotta get home, Pop. I gotta still train before the delve.
Are you doing the delve?
Yeah.
We're doing the delve.
Really?
Yeah.
Why you seem
There's a
surprised by that?
little,
We are planning to.
Are you?
try
You're gonna
for
go?
the
Oh, you're
delve.
gonna go watch.
No.
Oh, you're
No.
competing.
Yeah.
Oh.
Now I'm double confused.
That bad, huh?
A couple of my friends competed in it once. Most of them came back, they said.
That's
Most of them,
promising.
huh?
Yeah. Oh, it should be fine. Besides, I'm going with the rest of my guildmates anyway, so it shouldn't be any issue at all.
No?
Kill demon.
Tipsy
We'll have
Fox.
to tips
Oh.
fox. Oh my.
That's funny.
That is very funny.
Yeah. No, me and my boyfriend, a couple of our friends, will all be competing.
Boyfriend.
Who's your boyfriend?
Who's your
don't say
boyfriend?
that.
Oh, you would know him. His name's Con.
No, I've met Colin.
Oh, have you?
Oh wait, yeah, I forgot there
Oh,
was
world.
that whole thing.
Small world indeed.
So you're gonna be competing. You're a few people short, right? Where's-
Yeah, did they up the
yes.
number recently?
Working on that.
Yeah, no, they upped it to 10.
Mm.
Still 6 on the field, but 10 total.
I'll have
That's
to
young.
clone more goblins.
You can do
I'll
that.
have to clone more goblins. Apparently.
Here it's supposed to have a pretty full roster this year, packed card. Good thing they didn't up the fees though, right?
Oh yeah.
How much is the fee?
I think it was, what was it, Pop? 1,500 gold pieces?
Mm.
Yours immediately go down.
How do you see who else is on the roster?
Well, you have to register within the first few days you're there. If you don't register in time, you don't make the cut. But I think last I heard there's at least like 20 different teams that are competing this year.
Oh my.
It's gotten really popular. Lots more prizes, lots more treasure, lots more action, lots more fame.
I'd watch out for the Tyros team if I were you.
Yeah. Don't worry about people like them.
Hey, have
Besides,
you
my
met,
guild numbers are pretty good.
have you met Strix?
Ooh.
Oh, I'm sure you'll meet him soon. He's our brother. I point to Tristan. Strix is our baby brother. Please be good to him. Tell him we love him very much and we're very worried about him.
What does he look
He
like?
hasn't been away from home much, so this is kind of his first out in the world thing. We're very
She's smiling a little bit as you're having this conversation. I see.
He's got white hair. He's a little bit of an ego on him, but he's very sweet. Kind of short.
no one who was sounds. Are you talking about Ardeth?
No.
I
Ardeth,
think
what?
you might be mistaken. Yes, white hair, funky,
Oh.
kind of cocky.
He likes to shout world serpent?
I'm just gonna go
Yes.
ahead and conjure an image of him.
Yes.
No, it doesn't look like that.
Like this?
Slightly different, shorter hair.
Did he cut his hair? He has such nice hair, though.
Looks kind of similar, but different. Also slightly older.
If it is, then he must have gone through quite the makeover.
Oh, you should ask him about it.
Suppose I will. What did you say? Ardet? Ardeth. Ardeth.
The H
Edgy.
is silent.
Very edgy. I like it.
Well, good luck. I look forward to seeing you at the Dome. She just kind of smiles a little bit.
Oh, definitely.
I
looking
really
forward
wish
to
you
it.
all the best.
Thank you so much.
I hope well for you, children.
And good luck with your invention.
Thank you. As Merkin kind of begins to walk away, Goblin, he looks at you.
I look back.
I can tell a fellow inventor when I see one. You can't hide it from me.
Nobody's ever called me that before.
You got the spark, son. I can see it. I can tell the rest of your party's a little bit questionable at best, it would seem. But you got real potential.
I wish I could have been more helpful.
Oh, don't worry. She's just mad. She just does this to keep busy anyway. She's just mad that her boyfriend's never home. Don't tell her I said that.
Goblin will not bring it up again.
All right.
Please. I just need a little something to get me started.
It's like, this was my first multi-tool I ever made. And you just watch as he kind of pulls it out.
Oh my god.
Very special
Goblin
to me, you
is-
see.
Almost salivating.
Where'd my tool go? Oh no, my marbles are gone now too.
Oh no!
There they are. Never mind. They're just in the bag.
Say, if you guys were testing this in the jungle, did you have anything ready for its bugs?
Or the lake lurkers. Or the snake people.
No, I don't really know much about this. He's going to give you a multi-tool. Goblin.
Yes.
Since this was made by the marvelous, magnificent Mergen,
Oh my god.
you gain access to an all-purpose tool +1.
Oh my god.
Typically limited to an artificer. Thankfully for you, you don't need it for this. This simple screwdriver can transform into a variety of tools. As an action, you can touch the item and transfer it to any type of artisan's tool of your choice. Whatever form the tool takes, you are proficient with it. While holding this tool, you gain a +1 bonus to the spell attack rolls and saving throw DCs of your artificer spells. So for you, it doesn't really have much because you don't do much of that. However, you do have one single spell,
I do.
I believe. So the DC on
Vicious
your Vicious Mockery, you can increase to 16.
It'll become a megaphone.
Yes, you can transform into a megaphone. I will totally allow it. Done. But that's not all. As an action, you can focus on the tool to channel your creative forces. Choose a cantrip that you do not know from any class list. For 8 hours, you can cast that cantrip and it counts towards an artificer cantrip for you. So for you, it counts towards a metal cantrip. Once it is used, it can't be used again until dawn. So you can activate 8 hours and learn a cantrip. After the 8 hours, you forget how to do it.
Oh my god. My dream. It's coming to fruition.
All right. So you have your multi-purpose tool. It does require attunement, though. But you have plenty of slots.
Goblin is going to awake in the middle of the night and start building machines.
You're gonna hear furious goblin noise like never before.
All right. So they kind of take off their machine, they put it on a wagon and start hauling it back home. You guys are at the docks. What do you do?
Find a raft.
Yep, let's go get a raft.
Easy enough. You kind of see him, man. He's been watching as well, too. He sees you approach over. Tiggy looking for a boat?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Kind of walk over. Jordan, pleasure to meet you. He's half orc.
Pleasure
So-
to meet you, Jory.
What are we looking for?
A long trip out to the center lake. Going to be tracing along the shorelines.
How many of you?
So there's 6 of us there.
I think all of us are here, right?
Is it 7 or 8? That's there's
Please
6
do it.
party members
8.
plus
8.
Draven. Who's the one in Virginia?
Plus Tristan.
Tristan, yes.
7 and then Draven.
Yep. Oh, and then our guide, make that 9.
Oh,
He's little.
And we've got provisions and food that we can load onto your raft. You don't need to worry about that. It's probably going to be more of a weight issue.
Are we looking for one big raft or 2 medium, smaller rafts?
Let's go for 2. I like 2.
I like to.
okay. 2 might be easier to move through, too.
Narrow rivers, too, because... Yeah.
10 gold per craft per day.
I look at Draven.
He nods.
I nod.
Fair enough. That'll be 100 gold deposit on each boat. 10 days up front, just in case you don't make it back.
Are you
Draven will
implying
mark
that
up
there's a
200?
chance we don't make it back?
Why do you think we make more rafts and not boats?
And
He
there's no
just smiles and
guarantee-
then just laughs.
There's no guarantee the raft will make it back.
Yes, I prefer that line of thinking.
We get there and there's just like this freaking dam of rafts.
It's a raft graveyard.
That would be
There
in
might-
Path of Exile, that's for sure.
There very well may be one out there.
Well, it's not a raft graveyard if they're all there. It's someone else's graveyard.
All right, so we have our 2 rafts. He paid that. We'll get our list of supplies and all those and confirm the cost on those. Is there anything else you guys want to do this session before we get ready to pause? Did you want to try any other additional things for this day?
Mist has just been keeping an eye out, making sure no one's trying to.
Is there a point where, like, Tristan's hanging back from the group and I can go ask him something?
I mean, I'm sure, unless Kerflight doesn't let him wander off. I mean, there's always a point. Like, you can go in a store or something if he's by himself, just off in a corner or something.
Yeah, I just want to catch him alone and I just want to ask him something.
What's up, bud?
Lady Alicia Dreadwine, House Dreadwine, Blackspire Keep, Kingdom of Grey March.
Hmm?
What's going on with that?
Oh, just doing some reading. Interesting family.
And there was also that general, was a strong man who could control metal in mass quantities.
I was kind of curious. I was looking it up. I heard there was someone who had similar abilities to me. I was trying to see if there's any new techniques I could learn. Kind of a dead
Really?
end, though.
Telling lies?
Telling lies?
Is that all it is?
Yeah. You don't know. Maybe
did
that's
you
all he's
learn?
looking for.
And did you learn any of these new techniques? Did it actually help? Your room was a mess.
Maybe I did. He just kind of smiles at you and gives you the eyebrows.
Okay. If you tell me something you learned, I'll tell you something I figured out.
You've piqued my curiosity. You go first, though.
For about a minute, I can see everything you're about to do.
Really?
Mm-hmm. It takes a lot of
Anything I'm
focus.
about to do?
I'll turn it on. What's he about to do?
He's gonna start he's gonna jump to the right side, he's gonna jump to the left side, and he's gonna be like,
Right, left, up. Oh, and then you go down, and then you try to spin. Oh, and
technically
now
he
you're gonna
goes up,
run
down,
the
down,
door.
left, right, left, right.
Right, and then you're gonna make an A and then a B, and then you're gonna yell "start" at me for some reason.
Damn, that's good. Impressive.
All right, your turn.
He's like, all right, check this out. He'll go and he'll sit around with all of his strings. Like, ready?
Mm-hmm.
And you just watch as he puts his hands up and all of the pins and nails and things he has come out of the walls and they just start spinning around the room. He's controlling 80 nails. And then watch this. And he kind of holds them and he's going to start flicking them one at a time and shooting them like little projectiles. Pretty cool, right? You might want to move away for this one. And then he's going to throw the last 60 all at the same time.
Okay. Well, I see what
They don't stick in very far, but
but kind of in a condensed area, right?
yeah, it's like a shotgun shot kind of spread, but with way less force.
Okay. I guess you were really working on something. I don't know. It was weird. Just don't read.
Is it you? I'm a doctor.
I just squint at him.
Like an actual doctor. I can do surgery.
You can wrap up. That doesn't sound right.
I can write you a prescription. I just don't have any money to pay for it. Not a very good doctor. I don't have money or anything, but I'm an okay doctor.
The only thing I've seen you do is pull out a bandage and wrap it.
There's a lot more to it than that. Okay.
I don't know. I still think Zoe's probably a better doctor than you are. She knows how to make potions.
Yellow looks at you. Very hurtful, Dennis. Very hurtful indeed.
Yeah, well, think about how Kerf is feeling. You can order for 2 weeks.
For 2 weeks?
Why don't you ask her about it? See what she's feeling.
Just kind of will look over. Kind of smile. It's a great idea.
Okay.
He just kind of smiles as you walk away.
Okay. At least something came out of those books.
Anybody else?
That's all I wanted to do.
No, I got nothing.
How's my
All
ghost
right.
project going?
Not one of those quick gestation things. Who knows? That's really funny. I'll have to wait and see. Who knows? We might have exciting things when we wake up on the following day. So, really quickly, we will head back to the boat for the evening while they prep all of your supplies and your things. Your boats will be ready, but your full supply order won't be ready to go until tomorrow. So you have the evening to yourselves.
150 days average for a goat's gestation.
149.
I'm so proud of you all. You did it.
Hold on, I'm writing this down in the book too. Okay. 149 days. Baby goat. Question mark?
Keep in mind, this food source. Cannot imagine that is good for goat pregnancy.
No, it probably isn't.
He's regenerating the blood of the goat, I assume.
These are how goat monsters happen, people.
No,
Yeah.
We're gonna get
Vampire
goat baby.
no. It's Krampus, dude. It's just Krampus, but for real.
You can end up looking. Hold on. I got you covered.
I found an actual image of the baby goat that's going to be born.
Oh,
There's him as a grown up.
that ain't right. Go man.
Goat flops.
Big brother Al? Is that
Uh-oh.
you?
Oh.
Did I have anything I wanted to do this evening? I guess our best source of weird information would be Sid at this point. I guess I'd ask him if he knew about God Queen Seti or the Three Serpent Empire.
He would not, just because it's a very specialized location of data. Wouldn't really know too much. Like, he knows a little bit about flying around this location just because of his past and other things he's done, but not like specifics about the jungle itself.
That's what I expected. That's the only unique thing I could say other than I am around. Because it's not really... I don't think I have enough time to do any more training.
Yeah, no, our training's kind of limited. Now we're just like in live practice at the moment.
Unless Carf wants me to poison her again.
I don't know. Kirk, do you want to be poisoned again?
No. Maybe later. You can see that my skills shine a little extra green today.
From your ointment?
Oh yeah. No, not the ointment.
Oh no, she's sick. We need to.
No, I this is my daily resistance.
Oh,
No,
I see.
I know.
Hey,
Yes.
can you hold this? I'm just gonna hold out the staff to him.
Can I hold it? Sure. I take the
Do you
staff.
feel anything from it? Just kind of checking to see if, while in Om state, he still qualifies as a druid for the purposes of attunement and such.
It feels.
It doesn't
like a
require
wooden
attunement for
staff.
this one.
Oh, this one specifically doesn't? Okay. Because I was sitting there thinking, I can't actually attune to this thing.
I removed the attunement. Much like I
Okay.
removed the attunement to goblins.
Yeah, it's a
It's-
staff. Is it supposed to be special?
Well, it is magic. I was just figuring it out. Thank you.
Sure. Hand it back.
All right. So, as you guys kind of take your time for the evening to spend it however you will before you spend however much time it is you're going to be out in this jungle, is there anything anyone wants to do before we finish? Right then. Pick up here next time we play, which will likely be next Friday, but you never know.
Never know.
Good game, though.
Thank you for
Good
running,
game.
sir. Thank you for everyone who hung out with us tonight. Appreciate it very much. Some new faces in here. Thank you for the bit donos earlier. If you want to catch replays on this campaign or others, you can do so on YouTube and Rumble. Likes, follow, shares appreciated. And we should be here tomorrow night, midnight central, for some grimdark action. Unless something cancels, we will see you then. Hang on through the credits, and I'll find us someone to raid. Otherwise, have a great rest of your weekend, everybody. Good night.
Good night.
Good night, everyone.
Good night.
And it's walked right.
I got us out.
Zoe may know a lot of plants, forests, ocean, but she is not.
Also, you are so mean to bait Zoe with a potion shop, which she has been looking for since this campaign's inception.
Why was it me? I didn't make him leave.
They were mean to her. You called her unprofessional.
They said you need to leave 3 different times.
We never out loud specifically said you should go. We just simply said this is a place for people who know what they need.
You should go to a library.
If you want to learn how to do something, this is not a learning place. This is a good place of business. Be self-professional.
It's not a dog, but sometimes it is.
We really don't talk.
Yeah. Gosh, picking up on all the thieves and stuff, but not being able to be into the thieves game.
None of them are thieves. They are not thieves related at all.
Hey, that's worse.
Thankful. Told you. Good money.
How come these aren't upstanding citizens?
Because they don't stand upright. They don't have fine.
Fair. Hold on.
Oh! Dennis, are you on TV? Wait a minute. Okay, you want to know, actually, wait, we'll see if we can figure it out. Do you remember the name of the snake that you met 20 years ago? Or 100 years ago? No. This is Zoe. Zoe was the only person who was there. Remember the snake from the island?
I remember a few snakes, but
The friendly monster. Nope.
my memory is locked on to our barbarian who got turned into a snake person.
Oh, no. The Naga, it was like the nice happy little Naga that was helping us through the He was one of the only survivors of what was left. That one.
I don't understand what this is about the road. Are you following me? Okay. Was that really that weird? You found that there was no bag to begin with.
Receive the bag that you found it.
Yes. Because she was weird. She didn't say a thing about it. I'm like, okay, I'm leaving.
Well, I'm credits, man.
Yeah, I can see what you were going to do. I couldn't see what you were going to do next and freaked out. I went.
I see. You can note it down. Okay.
Yes, I intentionally made that staff story. It's almost like I placed that staff on that table. Very intentionally.
I just had to be sure because I made sure to double check the description and saw it's still a B2 requirement. So I was like,
I removed a bunch, especially in this one because of the higher power. I removed a couple of things because sometimes they fit. Bye.